Welcome to the Chaos Plan, where the odds may not always be in your favor. Thank you for joining us for this extra special edition of the Chaos Plan. We are doing a charity game for Extra Life 2019, and we recorded this as a shortened version of the normal Extra Life game on August 24th, 2019. We were able to raise a total of $78 as a part of this, so thank you very much everybody that donated, and we hope you enjoy this adventure. A brief explanation of what this was about. Everybody played themselves in a D&D setting. So, all of these characters are using the same class, race, and background. They all used human as the race, with all the variant options that are available there, normal and homebrew. They used the adventurer class, which a link to that can be found in the show notes below, as well as the background from another world, which can also be found in the show notes below. If you'd like to join the crew here and possibly come on the show, go ahead and visit our Patreon account, where you can help support us to make us a better podcast, as well as get in and play some games with us. So we hope to see you there.
Okay, well, my name is Will Gleason. I am playing Will Gleason.
Fucking original, man.
That's what you said, right? We're playing ourselves.
You guys are just playing with yourselves on cam and not getting paid for it.
Whoa!
That would be the best game.
I'll also be someone.
No, just have the whole group chat say that we're playing ourselves, but then everyone else shows up with actual characters.
Exactly, right? That's what it is for me on the Chaos Plan. I'm like, I'm Bob, and I have issues because I killed something, and I'm now needing to cry in a corner.
So, anyway, I'm playing the adventurer class, background from another world. I've kind of skinned this character as a cross between a fighter and a ranger, natural explorer, favorite enemies. Grew up in the country. I know how to track, I know how to hunt, I know how to shoot. So I skinned it as that. I'm also a trumpet player.
You're from Nebraska and you know how to hunt and shoot? You kidding me, dude?
Hey, that is... the only weird thing about it, I have proficiency in performance with the trumpet. So we'll see how that comes into play.
Who is the $6 from?
That's for me.
Okay, you get to choose all
Yeah, I wrote some stuff down. I got 3 health potions, a +2 to hit, and advantage on any saving throw, any dice roll.
So +2 to hit, is that just a one-time thing?
Yes.
Yes,
Like you put in $2, you get +2 to hit on that attack.
Otherwise, I'd just be like,
and you can choose after you roll. After you roll, but before I tell you whether it hits or not. So,
do you have Venmo? I only brought $6 cash. I didn't know what you were doing.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I can take it on an IOU too. It's not that
I
big of a
haven't done that before.
Yeah, I totally forgot to mention that because it's like a charity game, and normally I have like my huge board set up like I did with.
Yeah.
This is what you can do, and I have a pretty little printout. But like literally, I have water shooting into my basement from a hole in the block wall. So I'm like, you know what? I didn't have time to do that today. So go ahead and whoever's next.
Okay, so I'm David. I am playing David.
The original name.
Yeah,
Come on, man. Just go with something good.
So I just kind of tried to pick the stuff I thought I would do if I had the opportunity to do some D&D stuff. So I did magic because it's awesome, and I figured I would enjoy learning how things work in a magical universe. And I'm also a chemist, a junior biochem major, so I took a lot of
math,
alchemy,
Nerd!
Okay.
Big Pharma.
Not only does he have Incubus fire, but he can make it.
I actually took create or destroy meth.
He's lawful good. We're breaking good here. Not breaking bad, breaking good.
Breaking neutral.
So yeah, like half of my feats that I took are just general, like making me able to stay alive stuff, like the skill that gets you like some proficiencies, and then the rest is spellcasting stuff and alchemy stuff. So yeah, that's about it. I also have a longsword, so I can stab things. Yeah, that's about it. Oh, I also took a ring of spell storing because I gave him money 5 minutes ago.
Brian the DM, and this time it wasn't with snacks or booze.
I bribe Bob with stories.
Help me sleep at night.
Well, I'm Tiana, and I'm playing Tiana. I am one with nature, and nature is one with me. I have a beast companion. He's a really ugly cat. His name is Lucifer, of course. I work at a pet store, so I know a lot about pets. So I took beast shape, so I can turn into pets, apparently. And then I've also wanted to learn how to shoot a bow, so I'm proficient in all types of bows.
Awesome.
Was that Weapon Master that you took?
Yeah.
I took that as well. Just get a few weapons.
It's annoying because you have to just like spend some of your feat slots being like doing the normal stuff to like make yourself a D&D character.
I'm just going to go ahead and remind you that you get anywhere 9 or 10 spell slot or feats to use. So
Yeah, by 5th level we have quite a few.
like as a very human, as a very human, you have 10 slots.
Yeah, that's what I did. Was a very human.
Yeah.
I looked at some of the others and I'm like, maybe I go Governor from the from Innistrad, but I opted for straight variant.
You can get 11 if you forego the ability score increase at 4th level.
No, you don't. I think that's just kind of built in because you get both the feat and the ability score increase.
Well, there was a comment on there saying that if you choose not to, you can still replace it with yet another feat. I think honestly, I feel like you've already got so many feats.
Yeah.
Level up the skill to make it.
Actually, there was a variant in the rule set that said don't give ability score increases and make everything strictly feat based.
Right.
Yep.
All right.
Which would have been nuts.
So, hi everybody, I'm Mike, and I'll be playing Micah Holmes. I'm going to switch. Because I made an original character. No, I'll be playing myself as per the norm with the adventurer class and the from another world background. I chose to focus on my military experience and service and focus on the things that I learned in the Marine Corps. So there's a lot of shooting, a lot of stabbing, and some drinking, and that's pretty much it. I'm not going with any magic or any supernatural abilities. I'm focusing on things that I could conceivably do. Literally, I'm going to try to play this character as much straightforward as possible. Just anything that I could physically do. So, a lot of shooting stuff. I'm focusing on Weapon Master so that I can fire things. Fighting style archery because even though I'm not the most agile individual, I've got great hand-eye coordination and a good shot. Unarmored defense so that I can at least take a hit because I've got self-propelled armor. Crossbow expert, and then Bob and I created a homebrew feat that I couldn't find anywhere else. I don't know if it exists. I just didn't see it. Called butt stroke because
You like stroking butts.
That is incorrect. When engaged in melee combat with a rifle, you then use the rifle as a melee weapon, striking with the butt of the weapon. And so we kind of rifle. What's that? I do not have a rifle. I have a crossbow with a dagger attached to the front, so I have a bayonet. And so Bob and I worked a little bit on like the polearm expert feat, and kind of assumed that with a weapon that has a pointy bit and a solid bit, then you can stab, and then as a bonus action, make a whack for a D4 plus strength. And that's me. Semper Fi.
And now, because we have to really end on a high note here, we're going to go ahead and let Micah read. This is brought to you by Micah Holmes. You can find him on Audible and everywhere else audiobooks are read. Pretty much with this massive backstory.
Wouldn't I love that?
Oh my god, I know, right?
So, yeah, Bob and I had a rather extensive discussion related to me and the things that interest me and the things I'm good at. And
He has a particular set of skills.
skills that make me a nightmare. And we decided that, based on my personality, who I am, and what kind of ideals I live for, this is what we decided I would use for my backstory. As I look around trying to get my bearings, all I can think is how everything around feels alienly familiar. I feel like I've been here before in some fashion, but I can't quite put my finger on it. At my feet is an unassuming wooden crate that I could have sworn wasn't there upon my initial sweep of the area. Upon closer inspection, I see a bill tacked onto the lid. The handwriting is smudged and largely indecipherable, as if it traveled a very long way to get here. What I could make out was more than a little puzzling. Storm and Company manufactured content to dollar.
That's not an audio issue. He's doing that on purpose.
Yes, I was going to say.
People are checking their
Paid in full. Delivered to M. Holmes, Temple District, Port City, Arcadia. My mind swims as I read it over. There's no reason any of this should be happening. None of this should be real. But it is. I haul the crate into the nearest temple, not knowing or caring which one it is, and find a quiet, fairly lit corner to examine the lock. It's a sturdy padlock, and it's not going anywhere anytime soon. Instinctively, I pat myself down, as if the answer would be somewhere on my person. I reach my keys and notice the bulky plastic fob that is my car key is gone. Can I help you, Bob?
Nope. Bob's good.
I notice the bulky plastic fob that is my car key is gone, and in its place is a hunk of brass that looks like it was meant for this very lock. I fit into the keyhole and it effortlessly clanks open with a twist. A sealed note sticks out from underneath a hat that looks like it came straight out of Tombstone, the one that Morgan wore. If any of you need that visual representation. I absentmindedly plop it on my head to get it out of the way, and a shiver runs down my spine as it seats perfectly on my skull. My hands go clam and start to shake as I reach for the note and break open the wax seal. After a deep breath, I try to read the vibrating sheaf of paper. Mike, we've carefully watched you over these past 32 years, and have decided that now is your time. You have a caring heart and a strong sense of justice. There is no realm or world that we do not see, and this one needs someone like you. You sit within the Temple of Tyr, one of his manifestations in this world. You are called into his service in this place. Know that he still watches over you and will be your strength to do what is asked. Fear not, for he has chosen you specifically. Yuri. P.S. These events have been in motion since long before your initial conversation with Bob. I've been instructed to tell you that he's giving you his okay, and that he hopes that you enjoy your footlong turkey and cheese salad.
By the way, if anybody does want to pay attention to this chat, we are getting a lot of messages from Bossy Paws Cashew. Thank you! Thank you! Lots of love!
I love you.
Aww. Hello. Okay, so, everybody, thank you, Micah.
That was only half of it.
Yeah, I really felt that.
I did. Like I said, this is his Audible edition. Anybody here that is officially a part of Audible, please take note.
For just $5 donation, I'll record the rest of it off stream.
Can you do it in a different voice, like every couple sentences, though?
Oh God, no!
Don't tell.
Don't tell.
Don't tell.
I'll make like a D12 table, and every third sentence you roll.
I don't think you have enough money for that.
They pay $10. Can you do Darth Vader?
Yay!
I'll give you
Okay,
20
have
bucks
fun
to
at
read the entire
work. Thank you
piece.
for joining while you can. Alright, so, everybody, any last minute things before we get started?
I have 2 revolvers that are both +1 revolvers.
Oh, that's right. Did everybody talk about their magic thingies? Did you get a magic thing? We talked about it, but you weren't sure yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody talk about that magic thingy, and then we will magic thingy. Yay, we received a donation. Thank you very, very much. Let me find your name. Damn, preview of the message. Somebody donated. I will find you and I will thank you. So I will find you and I will thank you. Expect a donation. Expect a handshake soon.
Kat says she loves magic thingies.
Alright, go ahead, Micah, talk about your magical thingy.
So Bob and I had a very long discussion and decided that I was going to be a gunslinger sent by God to exact justice in this world. And my tools of the trade are a pair of Old West style revolvers named Thoughts and Prayers. So they're they are a pair of revolvers that deal 2d6 psychic and 2d6 radiant damage each.
That's damage, y'all.
Yeah. Mike?
Well, actually, I didn't go with the magic weapon. Mike and I were talking about how crossbows, typically, they're a really great item to start, but they typically don't, there's no magic crossbows. So I wasn't for sure if that would be something that we could, like, cross over from the donation, perhaps.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, is that a $5 for a +1 magic weapon?
+1 magic weapon. And you automatically get one of the customized magic items, like what I gave everybody else. So, since you don't really have an official one, what we can do, if you'd like, is choose one additional feat that you can pick that will be a part of that weapon.
Oh, part of that weapon?
Yes.
So can I just replace one that I already had as that?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, so...
Then that will be your specialized. Thank you, Aaron. E-R-I-N, Aaron, for the donation. Thank you. We love you. Heart.
Oh, that's a really unwieldy heart.
I know.
So for Firefly fans, those of you who watch the show, which should probably be everyone who's watching D&D, one of my feats that I took is Weapon Bond, and that comes with the adventurer class. It's a feat that you take, which basically it's kind of a warlock packed weapon thing where you can shrink the weapon down into an extra dimensional space and hold on to it, and then you can bring it out whenever you need it. So I've done that with my heavy crossbow, which I have named Vera.
Nice.
Yeah, because Marine's named the rifles. So there you go. So and that'll be my magic weapon. Will be the +1 heavy crossbow. And I am prepared to buy my way to the end of this dungeon.
I'm not quite.
I will take it.
So, who here is willing to donate their entire life savings?
$100, you just make it to the end.
Pretty much.
You get
We're just ending here. You guys made it.
A portal appears that can teleport one single character to the end of the dungeon.
Pretty much.
Okay.
And as you slowly fade away.
Make it rain, Mike.
Good luck, dudes.
Somebody, I coded in 77, or coded, whatever it is. Terrible with names, folks. Thank you. I just said, make it rain, Mike.
Obviously, I don't do this a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Wow.
That's fantastic.
Wait, wherever the money lands, that's where we have $1 million.
Ask Mike how to pronounce it. Mike, how do you pronounce ICTOAN77?
Dennis! I
Dennis!
shouldn't be shouting out people's real names.
It's all good.
That would be
Witness protection. Congrats.
Ask him, can I share the secret of Icton?
Can he share the secret? Not that it hasn't already been shared.
Oh no, there's another secret.
There's another secret.
I've heard it, but I'm not going to say it.
Okay, so I'm going to continue talking about our magic items.
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit, that's what we were doing.
Yeah. So, since I do chemistry things, we thought it would be vaguely relevant. So I have vitalizing serums. So basically, there's 5 different ones that give you different buffs, and then once per day, I can pick 2 of those to prepare, and I can use them on people to give them advantage on a strength check or advantage on con saves for an hour, stuff like that. Just little buffs here and there a couple times a day. So
Awesome.
very cool.
Also, Dennis gives you the okay for the.
So, Ictone is an acronym for I can't think of a name. Back in college,
That's
Dennis and
fantastic.
we were in a group playing, and I don't know if we were playing a D&D game or if we were literally it's like making games on a computer game, but he couldn't think of a name, so he's like, I can't think of a name, so he wrote that down and bam, kick tone.
That's awesome. By the way, you just got a $5 donation from Neon Green.
My fiance.
Aaron, yay! $5 for Will.
Thank you.
Congratulations, you have a +1 something.
Okay, let me... +1, like, what does that go for?
+1 weapon or armor.
Can I make my longbow +1?
You could make your longbow +1.
Yes. I just realized that because I cleared out everything from one of my previous characters for my character sheet, I have saving throw proficiencies.
Nice!
So I don't have... This was Hammock.
Really?
Oh,
Yes.
That is
I
fantastic.
love Hamich.
Hamich is my favorite. Did you see the thing that I posted the other day?
That was brilliant. Really awkward, but brilliant.
Yep. Okay.
Alright, so I mentioned earlier that I have a trumpet. The trumpet is magical. It gives me advantage on performance checks. If I play it for 10 minutes, it gives me the benefits of an inspiring leader feat. As an action, I can use it to mimic any natural beast sound. I have advantage on deception checks to sound like that creature. And while I'm playing, there's a 10% chance to summon that beast if they're native to our area.
So he's going to hold up his trumpet and...
Yeah.
For a turkey.
Lots of
What's gonna happen?
or turkey sounds, or
It's
maybe I
always
can
going to
make a cat sound out of there. Who knows?
Alright, Tiana, you need a magical something or other.
Yep.
So, what is something that you would want to be magically yours?
Well, so you did discuss, so the idea that you had originally was to have the ability to speak with her beast companions, advantage on persuasion, speaking to beasts, and I think one permanent beast companion. Well, that would be like a Fey.
Correct. Yeah, if that works for you, you can totally do that. Alright, what is your companion? Is it Lucifer?
Yeah.
Okay.
I sent a picture in the group chat.
Awesome! I'll have to check that out. Alright. So, is that everything you guys need to do? Any more donation monies that need to make rain my way?
I'm ready to go.
Awesome.
Let's kick this pig.
There is no animal cruelty going on here right now.
I could play my trumpet and try to sound like a pig and maybe...
Alright, so...
I'll just, with that +1 weapon that you gave me the feat, where I attached weapon bond to the weapon, so the weapon itself has the ability. And to replace that, I took assistance, which is something I really wanted to. I just didn't have enough room with all the combat stuff. Other things. Assistance is basically kind of the bardic inspiration ability, simplified down into a feat. I get 2 dice, and then I can grant a die to any other character within range. And for the next 10 minutes, they can use that die, add it to an attack, an ability, or a saving throw. They can choose to wait until after they've seen their own roll to use it, and then they can. But before Bob gives the actual definition on whether it succeeded or not. So if you think you're close, but probably not, you can roll that d6. So I'll be granting them out to individuals as we go. Good squad leader supports his team.
For sure. So he's going to be shouting out commands, and you're going to be like, what the hell does Bravo mean? Alright, so this map that you guys can vaguely see in front of you. Yes, thank you, Vanna White. Vanna Will. Yes, we had everybody roll, and this is the chart that we used. Let me see if this will hold up right. Yay, even closer. Alright, this is the chart that we used. We rolled a whole bunch of d20s, and this is what ended up coming up that. So, what we will go ahead and do is I had our very own Michael Holmes roll a d6 to show where we are going to start, which is right over there. So, how we are going to start this is, I was going to run a charity game. Big surprise. You guys all showed up at the D&D room to find nothing but a smoking pile of D&D books sitting right here where I normally sit. This being extremely confusing to you because I normally don't burn books. Normally.
That's not a Nazi.
Yeah. You guys came in, started looking around, extremely confused. What all would you guys have brought with you for this charity game. This is going to be a super special streaming charity game, cosplay, props, whatever you guys wanted. What would you have brought? We'll start with Mike.
So,
His guns. He would have brought his guns.
the two revolvers there. No, I would have come dressed up as your typical old west, Western movie cowboy, because my plan was to play a gunslinger. And so, gray leather duster, green colored shirt, red vest, gray pants, boots, the fancy hat and everything, and just my bag of all of my everything that I need, and of course my typical Letterman that I like to carry around because it's just there. So that's pretty much it. I mean, not really planning on being transported to another world. I didn't bring a whole lot of what I would really like to have brought. So, yeah.
All of his dice, folks. He has an entire duffel bag full of dice.
I would use it as a bludgeoning weapon.
I would have actually fashioned a slingshot and just used them.
The D4s, the smallest, are actually the most powerful.
Because I would
You just have to aim the 20 towards the target if you want a crit.
Yes.
All right. So there wasn't a profession that really matched me. That from another world. I didn't feel like any of them really worked with me. So I talked to Bob, and even though I haven't achieved my goal, I'm an avid weightlifter. I'm in the gym as often as possible, and so I came from the gym. I'm wearing my Anytime Fitness T-shirt. Let's get some cash out of that.
Official sponsors.
And gym bag is in the car, and my official gear to start this adventure is a water bottle, 3 protein bars, and my gym bag, and weightlifting gloves.
Awesome.
And stretchy pants.
Stretchy pants.
Bob,
all the yoga.
Bob, I need to take 5. My stomach is a little bit uneasy. Think about my stretchy pants.
Gonna say I'm having a different issue about my stretchy pants.
Whoa!
Go ahead, Tiana.
Okay, well, I was very unprepared when I came. We left like 5 minutes before we were supposed to be here. I grabbed the nearest bag, which is my overnight bag, just shoved all my stuff in there, grabbed my water bottle, and headed out. So I still have deodorant, body spray, a toothbrush, extra underwear. I mean, you kind of need that. A water bottle. I also got a computer, and then obviously my D&D stuff. So.
Awesome.
Obviously, the D&D stuff.
And the clothes from last night too. So.
Thank you, Dennis, for the $10 donation. Thank you.
Thanks, Dennis. Okay, so I'm starting school in 2 days. So I'm taking biochem and PChem this semester. So I've got a chemistry textbook, 2 notebooks, a set of ballpoint pens, and a day's worth of snacks in my backpack with my D&D stuff. So that, my phone, just kind of, I chose the student background, so just got.
Just your shirt. You're a chemistry person with a periodic table of Star Wars villains.
That's a nice shirt.
Oh, God.
It's good. It's good. Yeah. So, yeah, that's me. Got some stuff.
Awesome.
Alright, well, the other day when I was talking to Bob before I came down here, he said, "Hey, Will, I know you're a painter. I want you to go ahead and bring down your painting equipment and we'll get some work done around the village. And then once we're done, we can just play some trumpet for a while, because we used to play trumpet together in high school."
That's what I normally do with my weekends. Eat shit and play trumpet. Just saying.
So I have a set of modern clothes, a set of keys, which are basically car keys, because, I gotta get it. I've got a plastic water jug. I've got a hard hat, steel-toe boots, painter's rolling pole, which doubles as a quarterstaff, and my trumpet. I also have a cell phone with a D100% of battery left, which I'm going to roll now.
Oh, yeah.
74%, which is honestly exactly what right now. Where am I at?
Yes, everybody can roll that. From another world background has that.
I'm at 47%, and I'm topping that.
Nice.
I wish I had my actual percentage and not what I rolled, because I rolled 20.
Oh, shit. Alright, so what we're going to do with that, guys, I'm sorry, the Dungeons and Daddies is an amazing concept. I'm stealing it. Every time you pull your phone out, you're rolling a D20 to see if you lose percentage on it. So if you roll a 5 or less, you lose 10% of your battery.
Oh.
If you roll a 15 to 10, you lose 5% of your battery. If you roll a 20 or less, you lose 1% of your battery, no matter what you do. So, just so you guys know.
Alright. So if I just pull it out and leave it on.
There's going to be a time limit, abusing the rules. Alright, so we will go ahead then and get started. So, for those that maybe can't see the shiny silver piece, we are clear over here, thank you. You guys come into the D&D room, you saw the smoking pile of D&D books, and you're like, what the hell is going on here? So you start looking around, and all of a sudden the map starts glowing. You're like, holy crap, did Bob get like a vinyl glow-in-the-dark map? That's really cool.
Spot on, Bob.
I know, right? That's the kind of thing that I would do as a DM. So you kind of lean in to look at the map, and you feel yourself just keep leaning in, and all of a sudden, everything goes black around you. You see each other, but you're swirling around in this cosmic LSD trip, because we're all familiar with LSD trips,
right?
Clearly. Breaking Bad, Mr.
A couple hours ago, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Just coming down. So just swirling colors and images and everything flashes in your mind, and Mike was like, holy crap, I really am climbing stern. And you end up landing with a very loud and painful thud onto the cold stone ground around you. You can hear the faint dripping of water in the distance, the cold stone underneath of you. Your hands and any exposed skin has that kind of grit of a little bit damp, gravelly, dusty crap kind of wiping down. Dave's really getting into it right now. It's the LSD, folks. Don't worry, he'll come back in a bit. And there's just blackness all around you. You're also like,
I was just going to do that.
Dave, roll a d20.
It's whatever. Now I'm not, so
Exactly.
I don't have to roll a d20.
14.
14, alright. You only lose, 15, so you lose 5% of your total battery.
Okay.
You kick on your flashlight, you're looking around, and everybody's like, holy shit, that's bright. By the way, this is an explicit podcast with adult language. Be warned.
Your discretion is advised.
Yeah, viewer's discretion is advised, and there is drinking involved. It's okay, don't worry.
Yeah, there it is.
And I'm wearing stretch pants.
And he's wearing stretch pants. So, you guys look
Are you
around.
getting more of those cups sitting around?
So you guys start looking around, and Dave, about 10 feet out in front of you, you think roughly, you see a stone wall, a natural cave type wall. If anybody's been to like Cave of the Winds or anything like that, you see the strata, the different colors, and the...
I'm at the Happy Jets talk line.
You see the different layers in front of you. You don't see any wooden supports like a mine or anything. It seems to be a completely natural cave as far as you can tell. The only thing that is really odd about this is a strange feeling. Like the hair on the back of your neck is standing up, like you get goosebumps. You feel like you have all this energy inside of you that needs to get out. You need to do something. Micah, you had a really strange dream. You blacked out a little bit about a clock and this power, and all of a sudden you're kind of patting yourself down and you're like, holy crap, I got 2 guns.
My life
And
is
there's a train
much
coming.
better.
Another warning, folks, we are literally across the road from train tracks, so forget the train noise. Mike, you're like looking around, you got your hand like this, and you're like, what the hell, this is a crossbow. Where the hell did this come from?
Bitch! What was in that tea?
No, what was in that tea?
LSD.
Tiana, you're standing there in the cave, and you're like, when the hell did Lucifer get here? When the hell did he get here? And you're just like, petting Lucifer. Yeah, thank you. Everybody take a D4 damage, touches the day, shut up. Dave, you're holding on to the sling of your backpack, and you're like, I didn't remember bringing all my books with me. Like all this big sling, and you're like, I wonder what I could make out of some of this water that's dripping down. Clearly it has minerals in it that can be used for something.
That's a definite alchemical ingredient, water.
Definitely, yeah. And Will, you're like, I feel like calling a great eagle with my trumpet. And you, I don't know, you're just like, so you have your trumpet case. So would you have a case for it or just your trumpet?
No, there's definitely going to be a case.
Yeah, so you just have your
strap.
Exactly, yeah. So you got it on your back and you're just wandering around. You're like, I don't remember having this on my back. And everybody all of a sudden has the same thought of, What the hell? We're in a cave. When did this happen? Good, I'm making sure I'm not blocking him.
Okay, does anyone have a fucking, does anyone have a torch? Because this is like, I'm at 42% right now.
I've just got the flashlight on my phone. I don't know.
Does anyone have anything I can, like, get a lighter? Can we set someone's shirt on fire?
I do, as a matter of fact, have a lighter.
Alright.
Wait, I have 2 lighters.
There you go. Anything that everybody has in their pockets right now can be used on the inventory. Or Tiana, purse, backpack, whatever you got with you. Will, you got your laptop case, so you can use anything in your laptop case as well.
I just walk around with my laptop like...
Exactly. And this is one of those yoga ones, right? Just snap it. Alright, so you guys have all the inventory that you currently have in your pockets as well. So yes, you have a lighter out. Mike,
I have highlighters.
Are they flammable?
Let's test this here in a building. That's a fantastic idea. So you guys have that equipment with you that you got. So Dave, you're looking around, everything like that. Believe it or not, go ahead and roll me a d20.
Natural one.
A natural one. You find what looks like a burnt out torch. That looks like it's got about an hour maybe left. You don't know that it's got an hour, but it looks like it's basically about burned out. But you find a burnt out torch. Along...
Do you want to try this?
Give it a shot.
Yes.
Do I have to roll?
No.
Alright.
You light it up.
Light said torch?
Yes, you light said torch. It ignites with a little bit of a sputter. It's been dripped on, so it doesn't light very well. But it gives you about 20 foot worth of light. And as you pick up that torch, you kind of look around a little bit further, and you see what appears to be the bleached out bones of something ahead.
Bob?
Out of character laughing, I think we would be able to...
Exactly, yeah. No, that is 100%. Anybody that knows me, I am the most accident-prone son of a bitch on the planet. So, so when anybody approached those bones?
Yeah, I'll go out there. I'll go with him.
Alright, Will, you are a hunter, so you know basic animal anatomy.
Yeah.
You're looking at them, you're like, these are animal bones, and they're scattered a little bit.
This might be Bob. It's not an animal.
But you get up to the skull, and you notice that it has kind of the elongated, not that like dogs have the elongated snout folding in the skull because there's cartilage in it, but you see kind of the elongated nose of what looks like almost a dog or a coyote, something like that kind of a skull. And you notice the legs have a backwards joint to them.
Says it's Bob.
Are you sure?
I hold up the skull like...
You gotta look like Bob. Fucked up knee. It might just be like that. I don't know.
I have met Tiana before, so I might say, you know animals, right?
Yeah, I do.
Come over here, I'll hold the torch.
Whoa. Just because she has blue hair, you think she knows all about death and skulls?
No, man.
Yeah.
There you go.
You're off, right?
Alright. So, Tiana, go ahead and roll me an investigation check or a nature check.
Roll a nature check. 17.
For some reason, you do know a lot about skulls and bones.
You got it.
And you can tell this is definitely some sort of dog, wolf, some sort of skull that is very canine in nature. But the body looks like that of a human. But the legs got that weird backwards joint. As you guys are digging around a little bit more, you can see that there's chunks of leather and scrap around. Appear to make some sort of almost like harness type thing. There isn't a whole lot there.
Is there any actual cloth?
There is not any cloth. It was all hide.
Can I try to determine
Blue hair equals animal skull knowledge. Good to know. If anybody wants to hop on the Twitch chat, please do, because there's some hilariously entertaining stuff.
So, would I be able to make some sort of check to try and determine how old this stuff is?
Go ahead, Mr. Kicks.
What would that be?
That would be knowledge. We'll call it history, nature, or animal handling. One of the two.
None of those. So
if you can justify it to me another way, go ahead. And if you want to open the windows behind you guys to let them stand along.
That's a 23 with history.
23 with history. You can tell that these bones have definitely been chewed on quite a bit by various critters. Yeah, one of those doesn't work well. You'll have to.
There's no meat left on these things. They're kind of, I don't know.
Oh, there's your top one.
Oh, so I don't think this is like, unless he's been gone for a couple months. I don't think this is bomb. He might have gotten in a fight with some sort of dog, and they died at the same time, and the death throws, their skulls, they entwine.
Walking around the corner, out the window, folks, this morning. Hot stuff.
Side of Bob I did not know about.
Yeah, I think that's dumb. I think
Bob enjoys dog fighting, but like personally fighting dogs is the thing.
So
those lines are just don't.
Alright, so so most of us are about 80% sure this isn't Bob.
yeah,
Will is still about 30% sure it's not Bob.
Yeah. Is it just the one dog thing?
Yeah, all you can see is the one dog skull.
And is there like a path away from the dog bones? Is a path going like in that direction, or
as a matter of fact, there are 3 pathways you see. One to your right, one to your left, and one straight in front of where you guys are.
Can I make a survival check to see if this animal was killed, if something like led a trail away from it, or something like that?
Well, I've seen enough episodes of CSI to know where this is from.
you can't?
I wish I had my sunglasses.
You're channeling your inner Grissom, and you're looking for the different bugs that may have matured.
Okay, so that's a non-nat 20 for survival.
A non-nat 20. So you would be able to see in the bones there's a chip right below the 4th vertebrae going down. So right where the neck would have met the shoulders, basically.
Okay.
There's a big gouge out of the bone. You're an avid enough hunter. You know, if you hit the rib cage, you know, with your arrow, it'll chip the bone sometimes. You gotta fish out those splinters. That's what it looks like, but a little bit bigger. So something larger than an arrow tip hit right between that 4th and 5th vertebrae.
Okay, so these are an arrow to get the 4th or 5th vertebrae.
From behind in?
Yeah, we'll say it's kind of behind into the side.
That's what it looks. Somewhere with a fancy low, but large enough to use some serious damage.
So something's down here hunting wild dog people.
Maybe not hunting,
Just
Maybe defending themselves from.
defending themselves.
from the back.
If it's coming from the back, typically to me that says that they got struck from behind. So they could have set up an ambush, and as the animal walked through, they shot it from behind with a really big weapon, or they dropped down and stabbed it.
By the way, listeners at home, I am very pleased at how well they're taking this transport to another world. Very calmly assessing the current situation. This is like crisis management. They should be in charge of FEMA. Right here. This is your new crew.
For some reason, I just got really...
Oh, God! There's a dead bot! Oh my God!
I mean, I think I would personally be a little bit more concerned if there was meat in the flesh.
Yes.
But, you know, a bleached skeleton is like,
Oh, this has been here a while.
I think we should run. I think we should go the opposite direction of the dead body.
what is the opposite direction? There's 3
Roll
ways.
a d6. 1, 2, it came to the right. 3, 4, it came to the head. 5, 6, it came to the left.
To the left.
Alright, so you have the path straight ahead of you and the path to the right.
Okay. I will say, after the last 6 months I've had, like being transported to another world, just another day.
And I'm just like,
Now, I've always, speaker, you know this, I've lived before. I'm the guy who says always go left.
Yeah,
That is my philosophy in
always
everything.
right. You have screwed so many of my dungeons because I'm following somebody's map and you're like, left is always right. Like, son of a...
so you know what, Mike? I'm down with this. However, I don't want to get lost down here.
Don't they think it's an LSD trip? Probably
get
LSD
lost.
trip.
You won't get lost. I'm a natural explorer.
I want to.
How comfortable are you with this?
Well,
I feel like
I always
you
know
cannot
where, I always know where north is.
He plays his trumpet, and the resonance within the trumpet will stay to that location, and he can track how the resonance is.
I have a quick question.
Oh, Mike is raising his hand. Mike?
I've got note cards in my little leather bag and highlighters,
That's what I was going to say, is if we have something to mark our way.
so we can keep track of where we've been, so we don't consistently retrace our steps, end up going on. Even though we don't know where north is, we don't know what kind of maze of tunnels this might actually be.
It's like the prepared school kid version of Hansel and Gretel.
We don't know. Some fucked up god could have just made a maze of where it's just back and forth.
So I'm going to take out one of my notebooks.
We have legit props here, people. Always go left to classic. Yes, we agree 100%.
What color do we want our our arrow to be? We've got green, orange, purple, and blue.
Green.
Alright, green it is.
Curtis, hair color choice.
Green. Dave, can you hand me
That was my
from inside
favorite.
there either of the 2 drinks, the energy drinks?
Alright, so I will ask our explorer which way is north.
This is not on my
North is that way. Alright, and then I will basically point, say north, and then we came from this direction.
I just realized I made that too obvious because that's literally how I assigned the map. Was north was going to be the real north on the map.
Alright, north is this way. There is the intersection. And we were...
Real quick, you got my laptop with you? Did you say?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of bulky to just carry around, but...
Okay, hold up, wait a minute. Instead of laptop, you said you got notebooks and paper, right?
Yeah.
Who's done the most maps in D&D? Remember back in the day, the ranger always did the mapping? Yeah?
Yes.
How do you feel about actually making the map as like...
I'm a decent navigator.
Like you say...
I
I mean,
got a buddy of mine all the way through Colorado with just a road map.
and I can finish the whole ranger sections, what they call them. The ranger beats, they actually like it.
You can go ahead and grab one of the notepads that's up there. I've got small ones and little ones. Please use those because all that has up is my.
I don't know the exact formula for it, but it's so many steps count speed.
Can you grab me my energy drink?
Oh my god. I shouldn't have sat here.
So basically, I
Hey, switch.
This one? No, I'll tip it.
Tip, Dave. If you're going to be flashing once, Mike, I think this is going to turn an entirely different show.
So I'm going to make a little note.
Okay.
It says, this is the intersection we're at. This is kind of where we're avoiding. North is this way, and we went this way. So that as we draw the map, we can reference and left behind little notes so that find a rock to put on top of it to keep it in
Okay,
place.
so we're going left. From north or left?
We're going left, right.
We are going
Right.
So we're going down the hall.
So we were facing this way when we came in, when we appeared. So are we going left from where we're facing, or are we going left?
I thought we were going left from the opposite way than the feet.
Can we get a little map right here and use?
Just,
Yes, you can use whatever you want to use. You guys can draw. If somebody wants to actually cartographer on the map, draw.
So basically, I was basing off going left from facing away from the
Dave's the energy drink bitch. We love you, Dave.
that wasn't the nickname I was expecting, but okay. So we would be heading this way. Yes. Okay.
Dave, provider.
Yes, exactly. He is the unhealthy carbonated version of a cleric right now.
So at this point, I'm gonna reach into my bag and discover that I've got some weird shit back here. It's like weird, like energy. It's like a 5-hour energy, but it's like a glass bottle. It's like
Ye old 5-hour energy.
It's sorry, weird.
Dennis is coming through in a big way.
Oh yeah?
Dave is the mitochondria of the group.
He's also the energy drink bitch.
Oh my god.
Do you want to drink this? It's red. I feel like that might be like strength or maybe.
You've played enough RPGs to probably assume that if something crazy and magical is going on, it's probably got to be a good thing if it's red. Hell, energy, rage.
Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna drink this.
Why?
I'm not gonna drink. I found liquid in my backpack.
So you drink the liquid in your backpack.
Okay.
Maybe we should wait until something happens first.
Everybody, shot.
Yeah, I'm gonna drink it. I'm gonna drink it.
You drink it.
I have. So I'm gonna get you.
Why do you think I gave it back to him?
Let's just see what happens.
Oh, by the way, is it a health thing?
No, it's not. It's a power 0. So I have advantage on strength checks and double carry capacity for an hour.
Here. Thunder cats! Oh, wait, wrong show.
Okay, just sort of pre-workout. Yes.
Pop the butt pre-heat.
Exactly.
Now he's on pre-workout and LSD.
For welcome.
We have so many product mentions.
I know, right? When we don't end up with a sponsorship out of this,
Red Bull
what are we even
Wings.
doing here? Alright, so where would you guys like to go from here?
We're heading
Down the short hall.
left, which is apparently this direction.
Alright, go ahead and flip a coin.
You guys want to
I got this.
Scout out a bit.
Heads.
Hits! Mike, go ahead and pick a length of time that you would travel before you're like, you know what? I'm done, guys.
Well, we just got here. And what type of terrain are we dealing with? It's stone, so it's like uneven, rocky. Are there a lot of spots where you can twist an ankle?
Go
And it's
ahead.
dark also, and we're concerned about the torch.
Yeah, roll me a d20 to see how difficult it is.
14.
14, it's fairly difficult, so I'm going to say it's kind of rolling terrain. You can tell that it's a little bit slick, so your feet aren't the sturdiest. It's kind of going up and down and inclined, so you're taking a little bit of time. I'd say in a 8-hour day, you could probably walk 1 or 2 squares.
Okay. So, I mean, and how's everybody feeling? Like, we just showed up into this world. We're dealing with the effects of, like, what the hell's going on? How much sleep did everyone get before we came in?
I had a full 8 hours last night.
You got
sleep?
You got 6 hours and then 6 hours. I'm still fairly well rested. I'd say maybe after like an hour or two, like,
It would be a critical situation that's going to make the first day.
if
Like,
you guys follow me, we can get through difficult terrain like nothing. So like I can take point.
Don't worry, guys. The sirens in the background are just the end of the world. Nothing to worry.
They're wearing us.
Apparently, we're heading down a silent hill.
Silence go.
I look down at my feet and I'm like, these boots were not made for walking.
You're wearing flip-flops.
I came to according to Bob, I came to
Okay.
so I'm wearing actual boots.
Really the natural explorer thing. I ignore difficult terrain, and if I'm leading the group, we all ignore difficult terrain.
nice. Why don't you just, walk like 10
Yeah, you know, follow me. I'll show you guys where to set up so you can
Take-
avoid all the holes. and-
Take me on a torch.
Alright. You take your torch and you guys continue forward. After about an hour, the torch starts to sputter out a little bit, but with your survival, you're like, you know what, this torch is probably still flammable. So you're able to scrape off the crap on the end, chop it up a little bit with a knife, and do the
I
whole...
tear the sleeve off and just
There you go. You wrap it up and you're able to get all the way to the end. We'll go ahead and say you get 2 squares done. So you go 2 squares forward down that passageway. And around you, it's all still natural cavern. It's starting to get a little bit claustrophobic to some of you. You know, the walls are closing in a little bit. It's still...
Because I actually am.
Yeah, it's about 15 feet wide, but it's been nothing but the same looking tunnel. Gray, black, white, streaked rock all around you. It's got that slight damp feeling to it, kind of dusty, musty, and everything like that. Let's go ahead, Dave, roll me a d20.
13.
You find a stone feather. Like, it looks like it was off of something that had been broken off. Like a feather-looking statue piece that has been broken on the ground.
Guys,
It's the first weird-looking stone that you've found.
do you guys like be seen one of these before? Or
And we're talking a big statue, so the feather's probably like 3 pounds, like a big, but turn it like a big feather, something like
Did you see this? Or is
We need a banana for
Oh, yeah,
scale.
looks like
yeah, for scale. We've got a Nos for scale, a feather about the size of this Nos can. Brought to you by Nos. Thank you for the advanced membership.
is this like is this a parakeet or
it's not a parrot. It could be an eagle,
Micah, roll me a religion check.
maybe a condor, but I don't know any.
I don't know
condors.
bird names.
That is a 9.
I
Because I don't know
9.
well.
It looks slightly familiar, almost grand, you know, angelic, churchy, but you can't tell without color, without the full piece there. You aren't 100% sure, but it definitely resonates a little bit with you on a soul level, especially with your weird dream that's still fresh in your mind. You guys would have been walking for about 8-10 hours, so you would have had a lot of thinking time.
Can I check the area around where I found
That
it?
being said,
Go ahead and roll an investigation.
there are angels you don't want to run into.
Like your cat, Lucifer.
While they're discussing the feather, I've got my crossbow slung over. I'm like, this thing's it's 18 pounds, right? With a dagger attached to it, it's like 21 pounds. And they're kind of like digging into the shoulder. I'm like, man, I really wish I could. And then the weapon bond kicks in and it teleports into the excrement. Well, that would have been good to know an hour ago.
And I like to think that you're just like, what
Apparently, I have a sheath.
fuck?
Whoa, how'd you do that?
I was just thinking. I was just
Says
thinking
Will
about
with his
it would be nice to
laptop
not have
case,
to
his
carry it.
backpack, his rolling, his paint roller, and his trumpet case, all just up ahead, leading the way for
It
him.
all fits over my shoulders.
Yeah.
I got a 21 to investigate.
21. All right, you're able to see that there appears to be a little bit of a disturbed pathway right down the middle of the tunnel, heading further on. It looks almost like footprints, but since it's just dust, you can't really pick out individual.
Yeah. So something was moving. Like
A giant space
I don't know. If this is like a statue, someone broke here and then like walked. But it looks like it's leading down that.
What if it was
I could check for tracks or anything, something like that if you want.
You guys can blink. You're fine.
Okay,
Doctor Who reference. You guys can blink. You're fine. No statue angels. No blink. Not gonna do that yet.
keywords yet.
So with
I don't
your
know what
hunting history and whatnot, did you take a stealth skill to
Yeah,
be able to like move around?
Let's see, there's something here for stealth. Maybe that's favorite enemy. Yeah, I mean, for beasts, I have advantage on survival checks to track. If I'm moving alone, I can move stealthily at a normal pace.
Okay.
So you want to stealth scout ahead, and the torch will make it harder to be sneaky.
Well, you can take the torch, and if I hear something, I can always just get my phone out real quick and
At this point, you guys know with your torch being the literal only light source you have seen thus far, you're a beacon no matter where you go. But it's either you stumble around with absolutely nothing, or you're a beacon.
So if we're wanting the guy to be stealthy, apart from the group, do we want the group to be beaconed, or do we want the stealthy guy to be beaconed?
Well, I mean, I could just go ahead and feel along the walls. So I know where I'm going.
Yeah, it's about 15 foot wide. You've got plenty of room to go one way.
So while we're talking about this,
And when you leave that 20
Can I
foot
check the
range
time?
torch, it stops.
Yeah, go ahead. Roll me another d20.
so this is after we've traveled 2 spaces. 16.
16. All right, you only lose 1% of your battery.
Okay.
But you're able to tell the time, and we're going to see morning, noon, or morning, night. Actually, we're going to roll a d4.
So how long has it been since we got here?
Like you said, like 8-10 hours.
Yeah, it's been 8 or 10 hours, so we're going to go ahead and say I rolled a 2, which would be, on the thing, it would be between 6 a.m. and noon.
Okay, we've been here a fucking while. Yeah, it's been a while. We might want to, like, pack up for the night. Like, send him forward a little bit so he makes sure there's nothing, like, crazy just up the way, but
Yeah,
it might be worth it to
establish
take
a
a break for
perimeter
the night.
and check, make sure that there's nothing.
Just check the
Around
immediate
the
area
corner,
around
you know.
us. I don't think we're gonna find like a cave or any good place to settle up for the night.
What were you going to say? Oh, your distractions.
Yeah, you guys set up camp. Let me go check the area and make sure there's nothing in front of us that can come in. I mean, we already know that behind us is clear.
Oh boy, camp.
Clear.
Right? I'm rolling up my gym bag to use as a makeshift pillow.
At least you have a mix.
So-
I have a leather.
Fire trucks are going by. I apologize for the noise.
So I'll make a stealth check to go check the area.
All right.
I'm not going to take the torch or have my phone out. It's just going to be like listening, see if I can hear anything, trying to walk as quietly as possible.
For reasons I care not to discuss.
Yeah.
I have a Dutch oven in my car.
What the hell? I like to think you're just lugging the damn thing around, because I've got one at home and they're not light. So you're just lugging this Dutch oven around, Hamich, and
So that's going to be 14 for stealth.
14. All right, you're pretty confident. You're shuffling a little bit, not exactly sure, because with the one hand and it's got a kind of an incline, you're making a little bit of noise, but you're pretty confident you're able to get up to the top, and you don't notice anything around you. That being said, your light is only about 20 feet around you, so it's a little bit...
I wasn't going to take any light.
You're just
looking along the walls
He's
and
just feeling
listen, see if I hear anything.
Then you're able to hear the occasional drip of water, the occasional shifting, cracking type noise that you guys have heard of. Maybe a couple of rocks falling loose, or maybe something above you making noise, or something further on down the tunnel. But with all of the echoes, it's a little bit hard to tell if you're hearing people in front of you or behind you. It's enough of a distraction that you aren't 100% sure, but everything seems to be normal noise as far as you can tell.
Okay. I'm assuming at this point I'm out of earshot from everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you see over there?
I'm gonna.
Is that seriously what you? Okay.
I'm gonna take this moment to call my fiance. So what do I roll for getting my phone out? A D20?
Roll a d20.
That's a 12.
At 12, you lose 5% of your battery.
Okay.
So, 10%, because it was up.
10%?
No, 5, sorry.
I'm 5%. All right.
While he's off scouting.
Aaron? So, you remember how I told you I'd be back tomorrow?
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing.
I'm impressed that you got a call. I know!
Well, we showed up to play D&D, and Bob was just gone, right?
Oh my god.
We don't know where he is. The battle grid started glowing. We all got sucked through a portal, and
I
now...
I can't even take you serious.
Aaron, I'm being serious right now. Like, I'm in a dark cave.
Okay.
And I don't know when I'm going to be back. I'm just really scared right now. And I don't... Why are you laughing at me? Come on. I just wanted to call you and tell you that I love you, because I don't know when I'm going to be back.
Oh my god.
Is that Kian?
Yeah.
Tell him I love him.
Oh my god.
Okay, I gotta go. I gotta go. I love you. Bye.
Bye.
I didn't know we got service.
Once you call 911, do I have to
What network do you, or what provider do you use?
Straight Talk.
Straight Talk. There you go, folks. It can get service even in, this other realm. Just saying.
How much do you have to pay for extra dimensional
What's
stuff?
the roaming fee on it?
By the way, the chat says, LOL, don't believe it, Aaron. He's lying.
It's a $50 flat fee. I got a limited talk, text, and data.
There you go. There you go.
Take the Straight Talk.
Where they get you is finding a charging station. Quick, cast lightning bolt into my phone.
I'm having a
Shazam.
Yep.
Shazam! Yes, I love to think that I'm wearing that hat with the duster.
While
No, I actually wore my Morgan Earl.
Well, he's off scouting. One thing we need to focus on is figuring out who had food in their initial. I had the 3 protein bars. You had a days full of snacks. Did you have any?
I've got a wild cherry Pepsi.
She's got a cat.
Back off.
So we'll probably try to figure out a way to ration out what's available. So
Yeah, I've got a thing.
literally
I can go a couple days without eating.
So I wasn't gonna say anything just yet, but since we're about to go to sleep, I can do this now, and I just point my finger, and just a stream of water comes out. I don't know how to do it.
Somebody suck on his finger for water.
I real quick check my anatomic correctness.
It's so it keeps going. It's 10 gallons about. I don't know how to turn it off.
So we can hold the water bottles up to it.
Yeah, you've heard of dipping somebody's hand in the water, to make them piss their pants while you're sleeping, but instead it's just the water and he fills it up with his hand.
I don't know if I want that water.
I don't want that omelet.
I can adjust the pressure of
If he uses all 5 fingers, it's a shower. He's just like covering his eyes.
It's
You don't have a
hard to
pocket
reach place.
I can fill your water bottle up. I'm pretty sure it's good. It tastes like Dasani. I don't really like it that much, but yeah.
Light water all the way.
Oh my god.
So it has like a bowl.
You drink it first, and as long as you survive, then I'll consider it.
This is all on live stream, folks. Immortalized.
He's just never going to get dehydrated. You know?
What I want to know is where the water is coming from.
Yeah, Dasani. Yeah.
It's natural spring water.
What happens when you do finger guns?
Squirt.
Well, it's weird. It's just like a feeling. Like it feels like I don't know how to.
Are you actually losing moisture from your body?
No, it isn't for me.
Hey, you want to watch me drink this guy?
Wow, Dave has many talents: mitochondria and human shower.
Fill me up, Dave.
Oh my god.
Cheers, mate.
Tastes like Dave.
Not bad.
Tastes like Dave.
Shouldn't that be a t-shirt?
Oh my god.
Hey guys, what I missed?
We're drinking
You just
Dave.
come back to Dave sprinkling his face. What the fuck?
Mike is drinking Dave.
Mike is drinking Dave.
I'll be right back. They're going to call my fiance.
Oh, hell.
And I'll make the comment, can you even get service?
Yeah, I called her.
What?
Yeah, I talked to her for like 2 minutes. She didn't believe me, but I told her I wasn't going to be back tomorrow, like I said.
I turned my phone on.
Okay, roll me a d20.
A 2.
At 2, you lose 10% of your battery.
Hey, you guys want to know what my phone percent battery is now that I use my phone? 69.
We're all 12, I promise.
Oh, and I feel my. Thanks. I actually got that message.
That's good, I think.
I'm not gonna check it.
Okay.
So
Actually, I will.
I just sent him a text.
Wait, guys. Sorry. My phone on.
Bob, I rolled a 16 to check my text message.
Okay. You only lose 1% of your
I'm
battery.
at 19%.
Okay.
I rolled a 2.
You lose 10%.
How much did you say that I lost per month?
10.
That was an expensive text message.
That was how many?
You rolled the 2, you said?
Yeah.
You lose 10%. I'm gonna open up another window. It's hot here, guys.
So I sent Mike a
Oh, be careful.
I'm
Actually calling me. Hello?
Hello. Bob?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Where are you?
Is that Bob?
Yeah.
It's actually, this is the first call I've gotten. I'm in this place called Arcadia. You know that game I was talking about? Yeah, I'm here.
Wait, really?
Yeah, really, Mike, you're there too? Holy shit!
What? No, we came here for the charity game. If you're in Arcadia, please say hi to Klein for me.
Oh, yeah, actually, I haven't met Klein yet, but I'm sure he's here somewhere.
Did you pop in like a weird like underground cave system that goes on for a while?
Kinda, yeah. There was a bunch of water where I was at, along like a shore or something like that.
Yeah, we didn't get that, but we're underground somewhere. We've been walking for like a day.
Yeah, everything that I told you about the Shadow Cleft, it's like real as far as I can tell.
I wasn't paying attention to any of that.
I'm not surprised. Yeah, it's as far as I can tell, it's you want to go to Niska if you're able to.
Dude, also, Bob, I hate to tell you, but all your books burned.
Son of a bitch!
Because when we got to the room, there was just a big pile of smoking D&D books.
Okay, are you really worried about the books right now? We're
probably
in your
true.
made-up D&D game.
Yeah, that's true. If you see a guy in a raven mask with red robes, that's me. I hit a goth phase when I got here, I guess. Like
Raven mask, red robe. Is there an exit to this place, or
I don't know where you are exactly. Head towards Niska. Remember, it's through the darkness hiding. It's the only real one. If you meet somebody, talk to them.
All we've seen is a three-way intersection and a long tunnel.
Bob, don't you give up on us.
I won't.
We're gonna find you.
Okay.
Don't give up, Bob.
I won't. Don't give up. I
Never let go! Never let go!
Yeah, hung up. That's getting annoying.
I'm just gonna excited.
I did not.
I can beat Barnaby.
Not gonna lie, this is the most ridiculous meta everything I've ever heard, and it is amazing.
Mike, if this is real, then that means Clyde is real. And that terrifies me. Because if Clyde is real, then that means that everything he knows is real. That means there's a lot of things that I don't want to be real that are real.
Like weird dog-headed people?
Like cosmic truth kind of
Like
stuff.
cosmic truth kind of stuff.
For anyone who doesn't know, if you're not watching or listening to the Adventuring Guild podcast, Chaos Plan, Klein, and Barnaby are our characters for that particular podcast.
Like Dave? Like, also, every aspect of fiction that has ever been written is real.
Oh, God.
The Elder Gods are real.
What if this is all just like this is how Bob wrote it, right?
Correct.
So
What was that? What? Did you guys hear that? Some random voice just said correct.
That's God?
I got a letter from him earlier. I don't think it was him.
Got a letter from him earlier.
No, but this is all like Bob's world. Like what? So everything that Bob.
The meta of this game is going to make my head explode.
So we gotta think like Bob.
Right. So
Don't.
Wait, that is in and of itself a terrifying prospect, because Bob would have had us randomly generate this dungeon.
Oh God.
Bob does his best thinking when he's not thinking. It gives him a headache if he tries.
So, knowing that, then good luck. Because you're here a while.
So what should we do? Should we rest for the night and then...
Yeah, we've actually started pooling resources for rations. I donated my 3 bars, which
I already ate half these, but you want to have a sour gummy octopus or Airheads Extremes.
I got Wild Cherry Pepsi.
We are always seeking sponsorships, every corporation that we have mentioned thus far.
Go for
This
the
long
move.
rest is brought to you by Airheads.
We're out of control.
Chase the extreme.
If we need to forage and
I mean,
wherever we
foraging would
are,
be great, but
I'm pretty good at that.
I'm
Go
just
ahead
looking
and
around.
make an investigation check or a survival check.
So that's gonna be a survival.
like what mobs
14.
mobs.
And what did you roll, survival or investigation?
Survival.
Survival. You can see that there's actually a lot of strange holes in the wall of the cavern, kind of close to here, and you see what appears to be little bits of fur. You're pretty sure there's like rats or something equivalent living down here.
Nutri-Rats?
Well, you guys see all those holes up there? I'm pretty sure those are rodent nests or something.
I mean, if you want to stick your hand
I'll
in there...
drink Dave, but I'm not eating a
I mean,
rat.
I don't want to
See,
see.
I'll eat a rat, but I won't drink Dave.
So I can have your share. I'll trade you 1 rat for a pint of Dave.
Pint of tea.
Free market trading. Our economy is alive and well.
You've heard of Taste Rainbow, Taste the Dave.
Taste the Dave.
The Dave.
Okay, but what are the there are rats down here, right? What do they eat?
Are they ROUSs?
I don't know.
Are they ROUSs?
I don't think they
They
exist.
probably eat whatever they can. Rats are omnivorous. They just eat everything.
We haven't
He's
seen
literally the ranger of the group.
Rats are eat all of us.
Yeah, they'll eat us.
So the rats
Guys,
might have been
let's
what
not do
ate
that.
away the rest of the bones we found.
That is very true.
Like I said, if push comes to shove, I'll eat a rat. I'm just looking.
Well,
Then if we wait till day 2 to eat rats.
yeah, I mean, we've got enough gummy snacks to last us. You know,
Gummy snacks, and I really wish I had stopped.
protein
I
bars.
really wished I had grabbed a large pizza at Casey's before I stopped having it.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's just worry about food tomorrow. If we need to catch rats, I guess we can do that. But, I mean, stakes priority, am I right, guys?
I mean, we know that if this is bot roll, if this is Arcadia, and he had us randomly generate this map, there is a way out. We just will eventually have to find it.
Everybody go ahead and roll me a d20.
Ooh.
7.
11.
18.
You are the only one that's like, holy shit, Bob made a campaign guide online for this shit. So we can look at everything he has on Arcadia at www.theadventuringguild.com.
I mean, we have service. That being said, I don't have to keep popping things up all the time.
I mean, I've got my laptop, but I can only conserve it. There's a charger.
Going from the gummies to rats sounds delicious.
Where am I going to plug it in? Can't plug it into the wall. Dude, if you have lightning spells?
I did.
I mean, because I got some new stuff.
I can just shoot some water out of my finger. Right?
I did not do
that.
I
break it.
I would probably not have gone Tempest Domain.
Who would be the least involved with the conversation right now? You.
we will just
Roll me a perception check.
we'll just look over and see how that.
Unnatural 20.
Go ahead and roll me then a d10.
Oh god.
5.
Oh.
Out of the darkness, you see a shadow begin to move.
I cast it in the darkness.
Guys.
As everybody's arguing right now, do you hear Tiana say, guys?
Nope.
Guys?
I'm not even yelling, but I'm just like, guys. Guys.
Everybody roll me initiative as the strange...
Bob, am I surprised? Am I surprised?
Oh, god damn it, Will. Of course you have that.
Remain alert to danger even while performing a task.
You hear her say, guys, and you're like, holy shit! Guys! Everybody roll initiative. It's not a surprise, or no surprise, but no,
17. So I'm doing math.
25.
Alright, so you guys can't see it at home, but I have on the board written 20 plus 20, 15, 10, and 5, and this is how we determine initiative with little sticky notes that have everybody's names on them. So, let me erase
13 plus 4 for 17 plus 2.
Will, you said you got 27?
2.
No, I got a 13.
13?
I think you got 27.
25.
25.
17 and 18.
21.
Mike got 25. What did you get?
21.
21?
16.
16?
And my cat knows when I go.
Alright, and then the enemy. That's the lowest. Alright, so the turnover will go Mike, Micah, Tiana, Will, Dade, and the enemy. So, as Will shouts, guys, holy shit! You notice a shadowy figure come bolting out of the tunnel ahead of you. So, what would you do, Mike, upon turning and seeing this? Can we cover everything? This creature come out of nowhere.
Well, no BS. We can all be brave in the D&D world and be like, oh yeah, I would just never... I'm gonna take a step back for just a split second. This, oh my god, this is real. I cursed. And I'll be like, I wish I had the crossbow. And I will. Now, one thing about it is that one of the feats I took that was involved in the adventure class, I got First Strike, and First Strike grants me the first round of combat, I gain an additional 10 feet of movement, a +1 on my first attack, and if I hit with it, an additional 1d8 damage. So that's kind of fun.
Hi, Rhino, we love you!
Rhino! So what type of range are we talking? Like, how far away is this thing?
Go ahead and roll me a d100.
A D100. 66.
66 feet away, we're gonna go ahead and go with 65 for the 5 plus 35.
35, alright, and my range on, is 100, so we're good to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and make. Before I even do anything, I'm gonna take a shot. Plus 9.
Whoa! First combat for
My rifle instructor was.
You aren't used to crossbows.
That's true. It's my first shot.
Exactly.
I'm used to a 3-round burst. M16, octagonal.
Exactly. You forget to take into account that arc that happens with the bolt, and it falls just short.
That's right.
Yeah, you can flip those upside down if you want. We got notepads all over the place, guys.
All right. Well, and I do have crossbow experts, which I transferred over to the D&D world from my 4th award rifle expert badge that I earned in my service. So I will definitely load another bolt, yank that sucker back, and try to take another shot. 6 plus 10 for 16.
16 to hit?
Yeah.
Definitely hit.
Okay, so a D8. I don't get that bonus damage.
You definitely 2 to the head, 1 to the chest, right in the center with that aiming type thing.
All right. I had one shot just to kind of figure out my alignment. Exactly. There we go. So I'll be doing a D10. A D8. D10 plus 4. That's a 1 plus 4 for 5.
4 or 5. All right. As you shoot into it, it's a +1, correct?
It is +1, yeah.
All right. So then 6 total. Or just 5?
No, that's 5 total, including the +1.
Alright, as it slams into it, you notice that the air slows down as it passes, or the bolt slows down as it passes through the specter and continues on through. But you can see that it was almost like it slowed down as well. Like at that point of resistance, kind of arms went forward and it kind of caved in around that, and then it continues on forward. But you notice that the mass is slightly less than what it was before.
Interesting. All right, now how big is this thing?
This thing is medium, so it's about your size.
All right. I still have my movement left, and I do get plus 10 feet of movement. So for that, the base speed is 30. So I'll just go 40 feet straight forward, so I'm the first one.
Awesome. All right.
Because I've kind of taken account of who has what abilities, and I imagine I'm probably the only one that's built to take the hits.
Probably, yeah. Right now,
all my years of YRTC getting beat up by teenagers.
Oh my god. We love YRTC. It's a great program. Need some changes. All right.
Thanks for the fence.
Thanks for the fence. We're not gonna go there. Micah, it is now on to your turn.
Get it together. I'm just gonna
This happens the same second. That's why Mike's first shot was off.
Oh yeah, that's good. I'm just gonna take it.
Pull up the gun at my right hip, hoping that it is prayers as I'm saying one, and attacking at disadvantage because I am utilizing my fan hammer ability because I'm just unloading 6 shots at this thing.
You hear in the background in your spirit, patron, it's high noon.
It's high noon.
It's high noon.
That is a...
That broke my speakers, I think.
Oh, God. R.I.P. headphone users.
They no longer have eardrums.
Oh, that was a 10 to hit.
A 10 to hit, not quite enough. As you're bending the hammer, going as quickly as you can with that, you somehow take a break right when you get to Mike. You have enough sense to do that, but as you take that break, it goes right past where the specter is and continues on the other side of Mike.
And I was like...
Covering fire. Don't worry, you're safe.
It's okay. This takes me back.
And what do I have for bonus actions? Actually, I'm going to, how close is he? How close is he to me?
60 some odd feet.
66 feet from where we were standing.
65.
65.
Alright, so I was out beyond optimal range for my gun anyway. I don't really want to move closer to it, but I feel like my guess is I missed because I was too far away. So I'm going to move.
Damn it, Mike! You were in my way!
So I'm going to move closer to it, trying to get a better shot. Just like,
Please no.
All that practice at the range, you know that you gotta get just a little bit closer to hit ghosts.
Like it's a ghost.
Alright, so then we move on
I'm not gonna challenge it.
We move on then to Gian. How much further would you move?
I'd move up as my 30 feet. Actually, Mom, I take back what I did. I need to reroll that because I have advantage on attack rolls with firearms against creatures that I'm not active. So the disadvantage from my quick draw shooters would have been negated.
Okay.
That is a 21 to hit.
Yeah.
And because I fired off 6 shots.
Jesus. Mike, this shouldn't make you nervous at all that he's behind you firing off 6 shots all at once.
So, the Phantom Hammer, let me just read this for you. The staple of Wild West fiction, a revolver with the Phantom Hammer property, can be unloaded quickly at cost of accuracy. As an action, I can expend a minimum of 4 bullets here, up to a maximum of 6 in the gun, and unload on a single target. The attack roll is made at disadvantage, and if successful, I roll double damage dice. So I start off rolling 4 for the 2d6 from prayers, and then add one an extra die for each round I fire. So it's gonna be.
Yeah, please have happened to shut the door, you're more welcome.
So it's gonna be 5 more dice. 5 more d6.
Do you remember when you shot me with a ray of frost?
Yeah.
When I was chasing after the guy?
Yeah. Almost got you guys to catch you. I think what happened, he tripped or he grabbed. Somebody teleported in front of him and grabbed him.
Yeah, because I had it's Dimension Door.
I think so,
I
yeah.
had Dimension Door as a Warlock spell, and so even though I was slowed down, I was able to pop. And then just held the sword up.
Exactly. That's right, you broke up.
It's 18, 28, 35 points of radiant damage to this thing?
Holy cow.
Does that double? Possibly.
Not double luckily on my end. 35, you said?
Yes.
He is officially bloody. By the way, viewers at home, this is a CR5, and they just took him down to half health in a single attack.
So I gotta stop overheating.
Son of a bitch!
I was sort of like, Dave, I need you.
Alright, we then move on to, let's see, because you redid your turn, Tiana went, Will, it would be now.
I didn't
No,
know.
Oh, I didn't go.
Wait.
That's right. Oh, wait,
Plus another 1 damage.
plus another one. Okay. If it gets too hot in here, just let me know. We'll open that door back up.
Okay, so I'm gonna pull out my crossbow from my backpack. The entire time,
Just totally, yeah, just
just like,
That's why she acted so initiative.
This isn't real. This isn't real. And just kind of
A ghost! Ghost!
it's the rain! Holy crap! If you shut it all the way, it'll click. You have to push it pretty hard.
That's all I've got.
You can flip the latch if you have to.
So I try to very calmly shoot at this thing.
Totally natural. She's secretly one of the Ghostbusters.
There's a 10.
That's 10. You shoot at the thing very calmly, and due to your calm, it zenly passes straight through the creature without them.
Dex plus proficiency.
Oh yeah,
If you, because you got proficiency with
13. That hits. I kid you not, exactly. You center the mass straight in the middle, following the path that both of them took, and just
his Dex plus your proficiency because you took that.
yeah.
That means whatever that was.
By the way, we're using the adventurer class, which starts you off with absolutely nothing. You have to buy all of your proficiencies, everything. You start off with a 100% blank character.
It's awesome.
It is
So much fun.
What was that?
3 points of damage.
3 points of damage.
Alright. Oh, that's not my turn.
Yep. On to Dave.
No, Will.
Will. On to Will.
Okay, so as all this is happening, everybody's shooting at the thing.
Does that make up when we scream?
I'm looking around and all I got is this little extendable paintball. It's not gonna work. And I look over.
Extendable people. Is that like fairy fire where you can mark them up to make a match?
No, it's just the rollers attached to it. I just have the pole.
Awesome.
Holy shit! Here's longbow. I can use that. I don't want to get close to that fucking thing. Just run over. I grab it. You guys, I found a longbow. Pull back an arrow.
My ears are ringing from firing off 641 caliber bullets.
Especially in a tunnel, everybody's ears are ringing.
And I'm going to shoot. Why is the longbow? I have extra attack roll. Both now.
It is 100% homebrew. We'll post a link in the official reporting. Going to be posted up later on today.
It's fun brew.
Fun brew.
Well,
Is that one?
yeah, the first one is.
I feel your pain, brother.
Second one is 12. So in my panic, I just completely.
You're used to use a compound bow when you're hunting, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so you're used to the compound bow. You know, once it clicks back, you don't have that pull anymore, so you're able to aim and everything. And with shots being fired off next to you, another crossbow person in front of you, and then Tiana unloading her crossbow, and you're like, holy crap, where did that come from? You know, it's enough of a distraction that your first shot goes completely wide, ricochets off of the stone wall, but the second one comes right near it, just not quite center of mass. On then to Dave.
Okay, so I'm gonna step back 20 feet from everybody else because this is a fucking ghost. And I'm just gonna kind of instinctually like put my hand up because there's a fucking ghost, and there's these like Doctor Strange style runes that appear in like a geometric pattern in front of my hand, and at the vertices there are these three little globules of energy that just kind of flare up and then surge out of it. I'm casting.
Holy crap, I finally used calculus from high school.
You're firing it at the dark.
Yes. No, I'm firing it at my.
It has to happen once a game. Might as well be now.
So
I didn't do it on purpose.
that's 12
That was
points
a
of damage.
penguin.
If you don't know about our penguin troubles, go ahead and check out the Chaos Plan for more penguin
That
games.
was homebrew over here.
And I have
That was Tracy Fisher.
Tracy.
I have no first level spell slots left.
It is looking to the point where it is starting to disperse. You can see that it still has a really scary ass scream type face, the mask up front, and you can see that it's still got one of the eyes and kind of trail behind it. But the rest of it is starting to disperse. We then move on to the Wraith. The Wraith then surges forward a full 60 feet, so it is 5 feet outside of you.
Did it just go right over me?
Oh yeah,
I ran up. I
it
ran
runs up
So it would have
straight.
been 25 feet from me.
It runs up straight to you with a
Sorry.
classic Harry Potter Dementor style. Opens up its mouth and begins sucking your life force out of you. I need a Constitution saving throw.
As it approaches, I give it the 200. So what am I making?
A Constitution saving throw.
That's supposed to be. How's 9, Bob?
A 9 doesn't quite do it. You put on a brave face and you try and scare it away, but it is able to overpower your defense a little bit. Oh shit.
Love to hear that.
And it sucks out of you 17 life points. So you feel yourself become drained and exhausted. And
17, huh?
17, and it regains a portion of those. You can see it kind of, some of the smoke that surrounded the wispiness begins to come back to it. Are you okay?
It hurt.
And hurt. Are you okay? By the way, whose D8 is this? Has anybody ever read D8 they're missing?
No.
I think it's
They just
Dave's.
look like those.
No, this is though.
Oh, there.
That's more for
Nelson?
Yeah, it is.
I have no idea where the state came from. 3 D8. 3D, yes. So it begins to gain back some of its form. So then, oh shit, there remains all of it. You didn't. We then move on to Mike again.
Alright, well, we don't retreat. Because it's doing this to me, it's going to do it to everybody else, and can't let that happen. Crossbow Master, fortunately, I don't take disadvantage when I fire at point blank, so
Center mass.
I just and load and fire, and second two attacks, so I'll just shoot them both right now. But we need to declare which one is the first attack for the purpose of first round. So, you okay with that?
Yeah, whatever you want. You can reroll it if you
Well,
want, otherwise.
I mean, it didn't have a whole lot of speed left on it, it probably wouldn't have fun. And, well, at least the first attack, 14 plus 9, 23.
Yep.
Technically 24. And I get an extra d8 on that attack, so I get a d10 plus a d8 plus 4. 14 plus 4 for 18 damage.
It is now nothing but the head. The extra claw arm on it disperses, and all it is this gaseous, ghostly form of a head.
So, center mass.
Center.
And then, like you said, we also had made that slight adjustment to the Polearm Master, where after making an attack with the weapon, you can then pop. So now that I'm firing you point blank, it's like pop, chunk, pop, and now I'm just gonna boom, try to hit it with that butt strike.
Awesome.
Butt strike.
Bacon that goes.
Which is gonna be now. My question is, since the weapon is enchanted, does the +1 to attack apply to that too?
Is it enchanted?
+7 to hit.
Statistically, this is impossible. Statistically speaking.
So I'm like pop, and then I go for the whole wham, and he just ducks under.
Well, yeah, you go to swing it, and you forget that it's not a gun. It has that little bow on the front. It kind of catches you in the shoulder, so you aren't able to get the full swing.
I mean, like, this is going to take a bit of getting used to.
Yeah, exactly. At least you didn't catch yourself with a knife in.
Only the one on the butt stroke.
Alright, so that was action and bonus action. I don't want it to get an opportunity attack on me. I'm just going to go ahead and bend down a little bit, hopefully give these guys a little more room to shoot.
Alright.
Be like, and I'll shout back, it's weak! Take it out! Oh!
So what we'll do is I'll have you take a knee. What that'll do is that'll give everybody, it'll take 5 feet just to stand up, but everybody else will be able to shoot over the top of you, no worries about hitting you. So if anybody else rolls an at one, you won't get Mike in the back of the head with a crossbow.
That's a ray of frost.
Ray of frost.
That's what it was. I want to see if I can give somebody the assistance.
I think this is
Did you take it as a bonus?
It is as a bonus action.
There you go.
Bonus action, so. Nope, I should have done that instead. I should have given Micah the bonus action instead of making the attack.
Hey, you got a ghost in your face. Nobody blamed you for taking 2 shots.
Plus, I made poor life decisions, hence that 8 wisdom.
Alright, on to Micah.
Thinking, shot back. It's weak! Finish it off! Finish it! I don't have the tool. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You know, sounds really fun. We're gonna take a couple steps. You actually, that 40-foot range is good for me. So, just gonna cut back and shoot. That is a 15 to hit.
That hits.
Nice.
That is 12 points of psychic damage.
That is almost enough. You can still see the glowing eyes in its.
And then, as my bonus action, I'm going, seeing that I'm actually causing some damage to this thing, and seeing what it did to Mike, I'm going to move up to as an action.
I forgot to do when I was shooting point blank. Get some!
I expect you to card all of your bolts with some sort of message, each one of them.
To whom it may concern.
Yeah.
That won't really help Mike. That's an action. I don't think. I could use Hunter's Mark. I forgot what I was do. That's really all I can do. My bonus actions are not applicable. I can make it not. I can make it a little move away from me, or that's an action. That's an action. That's a bonus action, but it doesn't. Yep, but I can't help you right now, Mike.
All right.
I hope by shooting it.
I'll recover my butt. Just gotta hold it up in between me to try to parry off anything you want to do. For sure. Parry a ghost. That's the word.
Harry Leftovers. He's got a name, goddammit.
Yes, Harry Ghost.
Alright. So then on to Dion.
Okay, so I forgot that I do have extra attack.
Nice!
I'm gonna shoot my crossbow twice at the...
I mean, you are in a stressful situation. It's all good if you're...
Yeah! So the first one is a 13, and the other one is over 5.
Okay. She got lined up in that first one, you know.
Definitely cracks.
Dirty tens.
Okay, so 6 points of damage.
You also, with crossbow weapon,
Yep.
you add your dexterity modifier to plus 4 on.
That is enough to totally disperse this shadowy creature in front of you. Everything goes eerily silent.
One in each eye.
One in each eye, yes. Yeah, basically, that's exactly all that you guys hear.
That's what I deal with every day.
I know, right? What the fuck was that?
Parry?
What the fuck was that? That was a car outside, grabbing his engine like a douche. Sorry.
So,
I thought those were props. I thought you were
even though it's gone, like, I stay in the mode, like...
Yeah, and you can
It's the same
smell
character,
almost this ozone-y type smell. It almost makes you want to sneeze. You know, kind of fills your nostrils with this ozone-y type.
Like, I maintain that kneeling position with the rifle out or the rifle. It's bringing me back, man. It's bringing me back. Just, load another round and be ready just in case. Like, I'll sit there for the next minute or so just to be prepared for something else.
I'm going to dump my stent casings into my bag. I might need those later.
Okay, maybe we don't argue loudly before we're trying to sleep. We should have someone keep watch if we're going to rest here tonight.
Why don't we move in?
Move like 50 feet that way so we're not on top of your ghost corpse. Cool.
And I didn't hear anything down that
Is there anything on the ground, like where we killed it?
Did it drop any loot bombs?
Go, yes. All of a sudden, these gold coins eject out of this spectral corpse. Now, go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Oh, I'm good at that. That's an 8, a natural 8, so 16.
A natural 8. So 16 will win. You notice that there's some slime stuck to one of the bolts that's lodged in the stone wall. Just like, call! I love being on work call. So you notice that there's some ectoplasm, which counts as 6 gold pieces worth of crafting materials for you, Mr. Optimus. I'll be back, guys. I love you all. See you live stream.
We're going to take 5.
We're gonna take 5.
Yeah.
Say good things about the podcast. And talk about things that we do.
Wow, that podcast? How great is that?
www.adventuredeal.com.
Hey, what he said?
Go there.
Go.
You guys can go take a smoke. That's no problem.
We can just stand here.
Yeah, I don't care. I've been smoking a pipe in here for the whole weekend. So you guys notice that, like I said, the ectoplasm is the only thing that you see really around you, and it's definitely some sort of alchemical component. You're looking at it, and it has
stringy, like chemical properties,
exactly.
Like Newtonian kind of.
Correct. Yeah, it's got kind of an acidic type property to it. Seems to be something that kind of glows a little bit. So you're pretty sure you could use this to go ahead and roll me an intelligence check crafting. So you add your proficiency in intelligence.
Of both?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. That's 27.
27. You can definitely create the fairy fire spell with this. So you put it all inside of a, we're going to call it vinegar and baking soda type solution with this ectoplasm. Mike's breaking crap out there. You've seen it online. Way to go, Mike. Don't worry about it.
My ass is powerful.
That unarmed strike, that hip bump. Boom.
That butt strike.
That butt stroke there, Mike. So, just for the listeners at home, I'm going to have to take a break in about a half an hour, take some pilots that we've got at the motel here up at the airport, and I'll be good to go. So, you are able to tell from this ectoplasm that you can put it in an explosive type material solution that if you were to throw it at somebody, everything within 5 feet will have to take a dexterity saving throw versus your intelligence modifier and proficiency, or it is coated with this glowing material. So, the fairy fire spell first one.
I'm gonna,
Within 5 feet.
I'm gonna throw this in like a pouch or something.
You have an empty bottle from your boat.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I can throw this at the dude, right? And if it hits him, he gets like sticky, like dead ghost goo on him, right? Easy to spot.
I like to think that everybody's like, holy shit, what was that? Oh my god, and Dave's like, oh, let me bottle this. Yeah, it's just right there.
Need
Fine with it.
Alright. So you guys get everything picked up from that. You get the fairy fire type potion, and you are still in that same area. You all now gain the benefits of a, were you guys taking a long rest?
Yeah, long rest.
During that long rest, I'm going to dump out one of my... Well, I've actually got an empty cherry Pepsi bottle. Just say, Dave, I need a little bit of you.
I need...
Molotov cocktails don't work in a plastic bottle.
you need water?
I need water.
I could have given that to you like an hour ago.
But
You could have gotten it before, that's
Yeah.
No, I'm going to pray over this water. And it'll be holy water.
Holy days. Yeah, we'll just say you got it from me earlier, but you can pray on it now.
He takes a strip of somebody's white shirt, ties it around his neck. There you go.
And I will just pray for God's blessing on this water so that I can use it as a material component for going forward.
Yep. I would say that would totally work. Alright, so like I said, everything around you is completely silent. There's the moisture dripping off of the cavern walls. There's some dust around you, the little bits of ectoplasm that you collected into a bottle that you can use as a potion. Other than that, it's a completely silent tunnel, and all of you after this battle, I'm going to go ahead and say you can finish off the long rest, regain all of your hit points, spell slots, whatever recharges on a long rest you guys have the stream now. So, you guys are just kind of sitting here, it's quiet, it's eerie, you guys are reflecting on the fact that you just killed a ghost, totally Ghostbusters style, without the giant plasma guns and stuff. But
Dave, don't cross the streets.
don't cross the street. Oh my god. So, yeah. By the way, this podcast contains adult language meant for adults. Viewer discretion is advised. So, you guys do all of that, and where would you like to go from here? You're halfway down that very long hallway leading to somewhere. You guys want to continue forward or back?
That was a long rest, yeah.
Yeah.
Long rest, you get everything back.
That was a
Long rest, you just get.
Yeah, you guys. I'm not going to make you break long rest for the combat. After the combat, you guys get the benefits of the long rest.
So the pickup parked in front of the building right now
It's very loud.
reminds me that
They're coming up here. It's the house, it's fine.
pulling from my meta knowledge of RPGs, usually meta knowledge from all the RPGs I've played, very rarely does running into an enemy mean you're going in a direction you don't want to go.
We're playing a mob game though, so you just rolls on a table every like 20 minutes, so
I'm just thinking there might be something down this way that we might want them to be used to.
Just for reference, did it come from
the direction that I scouted ahead, or did it come from behind?
Just came from down that hallway further.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't really want to, like, spend a whole another day getting back to where we started, because those two paths could be dead ends too, or so. I feel like we should just continue until we find something.
We're going to put it to a vote, or we're just going to keep walking?
Who votes we continue?
Who votes, we vote.
I'd rather keep going the way we were going because otherwise we're just losing a whole other section of time to get back where we were.
I'd rather run into a dead end than go back
I mean,
and run into a dead end.
if we get to a dead end, then at least we know the way behind us is good.
That's very true. Defensive.
I have to apologize to you guys. Like,
Don't worry,
I did scout ahead, but
I mean, it's
how am I supposed to know there's a fucking ghost up there?
That's-
You can't hear ghosts.
yeah, no,
It was dark.
I'm not
It
sure
was
if
all.
I haven't
I just-
read the stats on the.
honestly, well,
Probably just really a good thing that it didn't jump on you.
honestly,
When
well, I'm
none
glad
of us
it
were
didn't.
to help.
Yeah, otherwise we'd be down one Will,
Yes.
and I like Will.
Good thing will saves aren't a thing with D&D anymore.
Okay, so
For
continue
him,
on.
every save is a will save.
Yep. So you guys continue on then?
Yep.
Alright, go ahead and roll me a D20. Somebody, one person.
7.
7, you are able to advance 2 more spaces. You guys get ahead and you can see in front of you a little ways, right at the edge of kind of where the dim light ends, there's a turn in the tunnel. So you guys are kind of able to get back into that corner so you're able to see everything in front of you. And, sorry, semi going by. So you're able to kind of get into that corner and get yourself covered on both sides, and you're able to look in front of you. You don't see anything really other than the fact that the tunnel spreads on further than you can see once again.
Well, this is something
Tired.
new.
My calves. Oh my god.
Hey, I need this kind of exercise.
I bought these shoes for $20 at Marshall's. They're not
I
comfortable.
pull off my boot.
Okay, that's fair.
Alright, so then do you guys take a rest and then continue on, or do you want to continue on, push without a rest? It would have been in about another 8 hours.
I feel like we gotta be getting.
I mean,
something.
You just took a long rest, so it would have been, we're going to go ahead and say, because you guys got here about 6, 7 o'clock at night, something like that, for a charity game. You guys took a rest about 2 a.m. This would be, you guys took a rest middle of the morning. So it would be mid-afternoon for you guys. Would you continue pushing on, or would you rest and continue on during your daylight hours?
I mean, I feel like if we know it's mid-afternoon or circadian rhythms are still a thing, I wouldn't mind taking a breather, but I feel like, a couple hours is a couple hours progress that we can make before we actually have to, conk out.
Like, take a 5 and just kind of sit down for a second.
Yeah.
And
So you guys take a short rest. You guys, not that you've used any abilities, but this is effectively a short rest. You're taking a break, you're having a munchie of protein snacks or whatever else, because Mike definitely has you guys covered on protein snacks and stuff.
He's got 3 of them.
He's got 3 of them.
He's eating 4. We don't want to know what.
I did work out right before we got here.
It's like, I don't want to know where the other one came from.
So you guys end up taking a short rest, breaking, all that kind of stuff, and then go ahead and one of you roll me a d20.
I got it. That's 15.
15. You guys are able to go 3 full squares.
We are at the question mark square.
So, go ahead then and roll me. Where is my special encounters? Go ahead and roll me a d12.
12. It's either good or bad.
You guys see and you hear a lot of noise, but it's not in a language you guys recognize. Go ahead and roll me a d6.
I got 1.
A 1. You guys see in front of you, see short little shadows kind of running from place to place. There's a light source behind him, a fire or something like that, and there's all these little figures running around. Go ahead and give me a perception check. Everybody can give me the perception check.
Natural 20, and I'm gonna cast Comprehend Languages.
12.
Damn.
So I got a natural 20, but I'm presenting a 19 for the skill check.
Okay.
I got a
So-
17.
Okay, so you're able to recognize, most of you are able to recognize that there are 5 individuals running around in front of you. One of them seems to be a little bit bigger than the other 4. But Dave, you're like, you know what? No, I know what this is, and you concentrate super hard, and you're like, oh, we find skeleton, we find rats. Oh, yes. Oh, it's a torch. We can see in the dark. Oh, we can already see in there. Oh, we can see further in the dark now. Oh, look, dagger. We found dagger and shiny rocks. Shiny click-clacky rocks. Lots of click-clacky rocks. And so you hear all of this weird high-pitched noise around you, and you're like, yeah, that's what they're saying.
They sound really dumb. Pretty sure
That's where he went with it.
they might be goblins. Do they have a light source in there? Or
Yeah, you can see a fire behind them, so all you see is the shadow. You can't see their faces, but there's a light source behind them.
How far away would you say that they are?
They're about 150 feet away. So it's just a pinprick of light clear down the hall.
Okay.
I can shoot that far.
Same.
Yeah.
It's outside of my. It's my long range, but I can shoot that far.
I think they're gonna attack us the second they see us because they're talking about how happy they are that no looting from skeletons and rats, and I think they're just gonna kill us and eat us. So
Dave, what do your chemist ears hear?
What if we lure him towards us and we ambush him?
actually, I know most of us have ranged weapons anyway. Right? Why don't we just decide 3, 2, 1 and all shoot them at the same time?
That being said, goblins by nature are very cowardly.
We don't know they're goblins.
I'm saying if they're goblins, then presenting ourselves as a threat, they are opportunists. And if they know that we know they're there, and we can show that we mean business, we're less likely to get actually involved in a fight.
How about this? You and I take positions on either side, crouch down. Mike is a pretty good talker. In the real world, Mike is pretty good at it. He uses the words. So how about we go ahead and provide flanking positions. You guys get behind Micah. Micah goes up and tries to make contact. This way, if they come out, well, I mean, maybe they can speak some less. I mean, we know that typically, and this is metagame knowledge, that the common is the universe. I figure if my cell phone works here, then common is English.
Yep. You guys,
but even then, I mean, there's the capability to at least point to things and maybe try to get some type. We're just looking to get farther down this area and see if there's any way out.
If you're gonna go up and try to talk to them, I'm gonna pull out a little sack in my pouch. I'm gonna tell you to suck on this. It's a It's a mysterious yellow liquid. Suck on my sack.
I'm not drinking your pee, man.
No, it's radiant syrup. I'm pretty sure it makes you talk more good. I'm not talking to the weird goblin.
Is it glowing yellow? Is it apple juice yellow?
It's a little bit glowy, yeah. There's definitely some energy in there.
We got this. Do it.
It smells like Crown Royal.
What's it smell?
Yes, because that's something you want to drink.
Oh, I'd rather have the ever.
I got Tullamore Dew.
Yeah. So you have advantage on charisma checks and saving throws for 1 hour.
Sweet.
I like to think that you're coughing your out with that.
It makes you do a run. Imagine if you were to watch.
Maybe Mama Moo.
Go get him, buddy.
Go get him! Slaps him on the back. Go on!
Back.
I will,
So crouch down behind a rock. Get a nice
just in case I decide to do crazy things, I'm going to, and just kind of walk down the cavern and yell out, "Pardon me!"
All of a sudden, everything was quiet around you. And one of them says, "Are we supposed to be quiet?" Like, very obnoxiously loud. And another one says, "Shh! Quiet!" Also obnoxiously loud.
We don't want any trouble from y'all folks now.
No trouble here! We not here!
Nobody in here but us chickens.
That is a...
Even with 3 insight, you're pretty sure they're there.
Okay. Any chance you folks know the way out of this place?
Leave stuff, then get out! Girl glowing in yellow, so radioactive pee. You're giving him radioactive pee.
I drank your radioactive pee, according to Dennis.
No, you leave stuff, then get out!
Now, we're gonna have a problem here, folks. I'm not inclined to just give up my stuff for free.
Oh, well, we beat you up! We powerful strong!
Click, 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 click.
Clickety click, not mean nothing! We strong! Roar!
Is that so? Well, we are gonna have ourselves a problem then. And that trouble neither one of us were looking for? Well, it's found us both.
Oh, shit! Get him! Everybody roll initiative!
In the event that anybody's like, why is Micah's character all of a sudden, he does this in real life?
This is a thing.
It's high noon.
No! That was a good roll!
Alright, so who
I'm using the cock roll.
So, who's higher than a 20?
Right here.
I got 21.
21, and who else?
18 plus 4 plus 2 plus 2.
Micah gets like 4 turns before everybody else. So, who's next? 20 to 15.
17. With advantage, I rolled both 9s.
Nice.
11.
11?
5.
Okay.
Knowing these things are not the most intelligent creatures in the world, I'm not going to try to deal psychic damage to them.
Alright, so the turn order is going to go Micah, Will, Mike, the enemies, Tiana, and Dave. Alright, so we go ahead and start off. Micah, being the one that challenged them, you are the one in the lead. What would you like to do?
I'm going to look at the largest looking one.
Okay.
I'm going to point. And I'm going to fire.
Alright.
What time is it, Micah?
It's high noon.
I'm not a dwarf!
That is a 21 to hit
21 very definitely hits.
for
96 is good.
You're doing goblin-sized damage.
I am. That is 4 psychic damage. Or 4 radiant damage. I use prayers.
Okay.
And I'll follow up with my, I'll use my bonus action, use 2 weapon fighting. Fire with the other one.
Oh yeah.
And that's a crit.
Oh shit.
Sorry, it's... Are we using Chaos Plane crit rules, Bob?
Oh yeah, 2d6, 1 max, 1 roll. Plus 1.
So that's 12, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 more psychic damage to the one in front.
You see him as the first shot hit. Oh, go ahead.
Does that reduce him to 0?
It reduces one of them.
I'm not going to kill him, I'm going to knock him unconscious.
Alright, the first shot hits him, he goes, oh shit! And grabs one of his buddies next to him and holds him in front as a heat shield. And strikes the second one, he goes, ah! And dies with thumb. But you knock him unconscious, and he goes unconscious.
Using my pistols at dawn feet, says when I reduce a creature that is not covered to 0 hit points with a ranged weapon attack, I can choose to knock them unconscious rather than dealing a lethal blow. And after I do that, I'm just going to say, so, do we still have any trouble? Click, 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 click.
Alright, he replies back. Let me double check his attack. He's like, "Me put hole in you! Deal with it, bitch!"
These goggles are from the hood.
Alright, we then move on to Will.
They just called me a bitch!
He's still got his one unconscious buddy in front of him as a meat shield.
Alright, well, as soon as all this goes off, I'm knocking an arrow and pulling it back. I'm going to shoot once. That's going to be 25 to hit.
Okay. And are you shooting for one of the little ones or the big one?
Big one probably has half cover.
One of the little ones.
Okay.
And that's going to be 10 damage on one of the little ones. And second shot, so that killed it, right? Okay, second shot, I'm going to re-aim at the big one.
Okay.
Does it have cover?
Half cover. You see that he's kind of hiding. You see the one shadow is kind of two, and he's like looking around the body of his unconscious person.
So what does that do for me? Give me disadvantage or what?
No, you roll, he just has an increased AC.
Okay, well, I'm going to use my feature that I got from the charity and give myself, let's just say a +2 to hit on this roll. So that's going to be 25 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. And so that he takes 7 more damage.
You see, you're kind of timing it. He looks over one side, then moves it, and looks over the other side, and you time it, and you catch him right as he looks over the other side. It catches him square in the shoulder, and he half drops his butt. So I'm going to say he only has quarter cover instead of half. So, and he is not looking good. You can tell he's kind of only got one use of one arm now, and it's currently holding his buddy up in front of him instead of the shield.
But yeah, I feel like his...
yeah, his buddy is a stretch term at this point. Mike, it is now your turn.
How far away are they from me in my little crouch position?
100 and some odd feet.
Those when we first encountered him, I would have gotten up.
I think you said they were 150 away.
150, yeah.
Because I walked up closer to them, so by the time I shot, I probably would have been 40 feet away.
Yeah.
Okay, so from our little protected positions,
About 150.
about 150.
I mean, that's max standard range for longbow.
Yeah.
I think crossbow's a little bit.
For my crossbow, my medium range is 100, or my regular range is 100. But doesn't crossbow expert give you don't take disadvantage for the long range?
I think it's just closer. I'm going to check.
Okay.
It's like marksman that ignores the long range.
Yeah. Looking it up right now. Crossbow expert. Crossbow expert. Wiki.com. Thank you for the sponsorship. We appreciate it. You ignore the loading quality of crossbows when you are proficient.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then 5
so you can do it as a bonus action, but nothing about long range. So you would have disadvantage on the attack.
100 feet, huh? That's a whole lot. So, well, conveniently, with first strike, during the first round, I get plus 10 feet of movement. Which will give me 40 feet.
Sure,
I'll give it. But I'm going to go ahead and just impose some
bonus damage, but
some fear, I think. I'm just going to go ahead and make that double move.
Okay. So then, with the double movement, 80 feet, so you would be within 70 feet of them as an action.
And as I land, but I'm going to do the whole way. I'm just going to do the whole charging the front line.
Yeah.
Just screaming the whole way. I don't want to break anyone's speaker.
Yeah, you definitely have all of their attention. All of the little ones, you can see the little ones shaking in the back, and the big boss like, no,
And as I get to the end of it, you drop your stuff.
Okay. Awesome.
Let's see here. I do have
maybe intimidation.
You have intimidation with the. So that's 3 plus 3. I guess 6 to it. 14 intimidate.
I could have dealt that guy significantly more damage.
The first shot, They fail the intimidation.
Because I have one of my feats that I keep forgetting I have as much as luck. Was returned when I roll damage with a ranged weapon. I can flip one of the damage dice and use them to burn the opposite side.
What was
So-
the first one that you did?
That was 3, so the one would have been a 6, so that would have been 8 instead. So the big guy.
Still stand, but not alone. Alright, and they are definitely intimidated. So the little guys are like shaking with fear. They definitely, when they shoot at you, they're going to be like, oh crap! But, awesome. We then move on to the enemies.
Lord bless these poor little souls. They have
Yes.
no idea what they're getting themselves into.
Pretty much. Since Mike is the one that's charging, we both fire with disadvantage. 2 8s, plus 4 for 12. And then
AC of 16.
so neither
I
of
took
those
the unarmored defense, so I had my strength to the modifier, so I've got...
for sure. The one clips you, but you're just like, no.
I do the Nick Cage
Yeah.
Con Air.
Exactly.
I don't care.
Exactly, and that's what happens on both of them. Just little scratches, nothing major. The big guy drops his buddy and fires or throws a javelin. That's
I like how they're throwing at you, but I'm the one.
I know, did all the damage, but he's the one in front, and javelins don't have that far range. He still does not hit you. So you see this javelin, you're just like, nope, watch it go right in front of your
Can I do the
face.
Captain America thing? Infinity War, we're dealing.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, you just bring your crossbow in with that butt stroke, and you just knock that damn thing out of the way and keep charging forward.
What part about drop your stuff do you not understand?
We drop it, we threw it at you, we didn't drop it! Now I'm
He's
young.
not wrong.
What you did?
He just dropped it with force at you.
At your feet, kind of. Feet, face, chest.
His intent was for you to catch it in some manner or fashion.
So now do we try to reason with these guys, or do you want me to go ahead and attack?
That's up to you.
Yeah.
This is
You
all
have-
within
you have
6
time
seconds.
to-
Okay, well then I'm just gonna attack.
Summon Lucifer and all of his power.
He just goes and stretches.
Probably hungry.
Yeah, I'm gonna send my cat in, and he's just gonna go.
Okay.
It's a 17 to hit.
17, you get right up, he jumps into the face of one of the little ones.
How much movement does he have, though? If we're all like 150 feet back.
Oh yeah, you would be able to
I
make it up.
guess, yeah, bro.
Do you want to shoot with your crossbow then?
Yeah, I'll just take the 17 for you then.
Yeah, it definitely hits one of them.
Okay.
Nice!
8 points of damage.
That is enough.
Plus your shoot.
Plus 2, so.
That is enough. You catch him square in the chest. He goes, crap! Boom! Falls to the ground. Alright, anything as bonus action?
I have an extra attack.
Oh, yeah, extra attack. Go for it. That one. We then move on to Dave. There is one little one standing and the boss man who's kind of cowering behind the meat shield of his friend.
Finish off the little one, we can talk to the boss.
Do we want to talk to the boss?
Oh, I'm talking to him.
Yeah, how
He's listening.
How bad does the big guy look?
Big guy looks like he's
Big guy is
bloody
the boss.
all over.
Okay. How big is the little one?
The little one is only a little bit shorter than the boss, but you can definitely tell that the big one is like the most powerful goblin in the bunch.
Like pounds wise?
But pounds and pound-wise, he's
How
a little
many
bit.
pounds is the little?
Oh, we'll go ahead and say he's 35 pounds.
35 pounds. Is the javelin still on the floor in front of him?
Yeah.
I'm going to catapult on the javelin.
Oh shit. Okay. Dex save.
Have that mean D8.
That's a 10.
The spell save is 16. So that's 11 points of damage.
It goes clear through, and he's like, oh crap! Boom! Dead.
Oh, crap's in.
That's kind of the theme right now. We move back on then to Micah, and the big one's like, oh, shit. He's looking around, he's the only one left standing.
I'm just gonna walk right up to him.
he's shaking with a scimitar type weapon in his hand.
So, you want to rethink these options?
Go ahead then and roll me a d20.
I think at this point, like, I'm walking up with my bow out of the shadows, like, you know.
For sure, you're walking up with your...
Established.
Both of you are walking up with your...
Dude, that would be
Cat
frightening.
leading
Dude is
the
literally
way.
a cannon point, and
And
like
buttons,
you and I come
yeah.
walking up, just bearing down.
Yeah.
And Dave's got a glowing bottle of radioactive pee in his hand.
Ectoplasm.
Exactly. Move
17.
17. You find that he has in his hand. Go ahead and magic item. Take a beat.
Look at a cavalry saber.
I was hoping I was closer because I wanted to charge and go bayonet, stab, bam.
Go ahead.
I thought about just cracking out a shot right in his face and ducking him unconscious, but like, you know what? We're gonna do this the right way.
Tiana, go ahead and roll me a d100.
The two
D10
together. So that'll be. There you go.
You find that he has a bag on his side. And he's like, here, this is all I got. And he holds out the saber with one hand and a bag in the other. He's like, here, take it, let me go.
You get one, son. If I ever see your face again, there's gonna be a hole in it.
You don't see my face. Let me go.
We're gonna let him go. I'm keen to let him go.
Ask him where Bob is.
Where's grab his stuff? You ever
That's
meet
a
a guy
really good
named
point.
No, I didn't. Man, lots of gods. The guy named Blob and Gob and Gob and... I know lots of gods.
Calm down.
You ever see a guy who looks like us?
No, never before.
Red robes, raven mask.
No, not seen.
Sure.
Yes, sure. Take my stuff.
Zone of truth.
Yeah, he has never seen them before.
Okay,
Are there any other pathways out of here besides this one?
Lots of pathways, don't know where they go. We live down here.
There's an idea. Let's make him show us the way out.
Yeah.
I don't know way out. It changes every time.
You said you live out here.
Yes, I live down here. We don't go anywhere. We stay here.
Is this a dead end back there behind him, or
No, strange stuff happens if you went in the tunnel. You end up somewhere else.
what?
That sounds.
You end up somewhere else if you
That could
stay.
either be really good for us.
Okay, I'm gonna take the bag and I'm gonna check it out. Does it look like?
And it looks like you open it up and you see all sorts of random useless crap on the inside.
I'm gonna turn it in.
Well, you guys think
Go through the back roll these happen.
I have to go take those pilots back to the airport, so I will be right back, folks. You decide what you want to do with a goblin named... You know what? I don't care. I saw this really funny post on Facebook.
Puggles.
Huh?
Puggles.
Puddle. We will call him Puddle the Goblin.
For all intents and purposes, I'm taking the saber.
Sounds good to me.
And if John from Syndicate ends up watching this, when I said Puggles, he is now in tears laughing.
Okay. We will go ahead then and take a short break while I go do work stuff. I'll be right back, guys.
So why do you get this? I'm not proficient with swords in any way, shape, or form.
I have proficiency with the short swords. There's not an actual saber, so I'm gonna just,
That was actually something that I was looking at when creating my character because NCOs in the Marine Corps, we carry basically a saber. And I was just like, thematically, but we never used it. There was never any training to actually duel with it. It was ceremonial only. But I thought that would be hilarious. And they're like, Bob, can I have a saber? And he's just like, give me a scimitar. So, during the break, make sure to check out Homebrew Review and Chaos Plan. You can find it on iPod, or iTunes. If you have an iPod, you can find it there. iPod, a number of different places, and if you want to see that, go to Adventuring Guild, www.adventuringguild.com, and you can find
that's where I found it.
and you can find links to all of our podcasts.
Anywhere where you can search for a podcast, you will
Anywhere
find
you
it.
get podcasts.
Yep, and if you'd like to possibly help us out with making content and making new videos and podcasts, we've got Patreon. When you become a member, there's a number of tiered
Like I was
options
telling you earlier,
that you can sign up for, and your donation goes to paying for the things that we need to pay for to make this happen. Now go to the bathroom.
I think so far you're the only one that's taking damage.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, I built this like some people watching might be like, well, why is he using a crossbow but he's running into combat? I really built my character to be a frontline. I can shoot at melee. And so I also took one of the feats that I took.
I mean,
from
okay,
the adventure
yeah,
class.
it was.
My guy's fairly tough too.
I took the improved health for that D10 instead of the D.
I didn't take anything like that. I just rolled really well on my hit point dice.
Between the
It's just
D10,
like average for my hit points.
between the D10 plus 1 from that feat, and then I've got plus 2 my con. I've actually got 45 hit points base, so I feel like I can jump in there, and with unarmored defense, I'm practically armored.
Yeah.
So I mean, I can be that ranged point blank tank, and just. I was so sad Braden can't be playing with us because I know Braden creating himself. I just imagine some badass MMA monk shit going on. And I was just kind of like, well, if Braden can literally be out there dodge tanking and doing things, then that's great. But and in the worst case scenario, then he and I stand side by side, and I'm just like pop, and he's all punch. So we miss you, buddy. We wish you could be here.
He takes some monk feats and then Beastmaster and gets some sort of drop bear stuff. Just the
Crazy as a kangaroo.
Australia.
With the punch, leans back on the tail, and boom!
Mike, that is racist.
Dennis, we are at 5th level.
Oh, yeah.
I remember a racist thing during my first homebrew review. I was playing the lupine, the
The ring of animal.
and Virgil's like, well, I've got the ring of animal control. Can I just? And then we're all like, that's racist.
Oh, God, that's great.
Yeah.
Alright, so what did you guys decide to do with
He's taking the saber. We're gonna steal the bag of holding. And a bag of holding.
Yes, it is a bag of holding.
What exactly
I
was
reach
it?
into it and
Yes. You pull out a halfway decayed rat. You pull out 6 teeth, and you pull out 4 large chunks of rock that are especially shiny but completely useless.
Don't need any of that.
if we want.
Don't touch any of that.
Yeah.
It all smells like dead rat.
What was your name again?
My name is
Buggles.
Buck. Yes,
Buggles.
Puggles.
These rocks.
Yes, these my shiny click-clack rocks. They go click-clack. Make me happy.
I'm gonna try give me your staff thing.
Oh, yeah,
or
sure.
whatever
Here,
that
you
is.
just hit this button and it extends. There you go.
And I'm gonna try and put it in the bag. Does it work?
It works up to about 3 foot of it, and then it stops.
Okay, well it's obviously going further than the bag.
You would have 100% meta knowledge, so this is definitely a bag.
Cool.
Guys, it's just like in D&D.
Give it.
No!
It's worthless. Give it back.
I need to carry stuff.
You can keep the bag.
He's got
You can keep the bag.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
give him stuff.
I need that for work.
I'll give all this stuff to him, and I'll give him the bag because he's got so much shit to carry.
Well, I mean, I
Thank you, click that
just need the bowl.
And rat. My
You can keep them.
Calm down.
Deep breath. And not because I farted.
That's even my goblin standard.
You're not wrong.
You're an honorary goblin now. You're part of the tribe.
I reckon I've been through worse.
Now, I want to know more about
So yeah, I
what
can't
you
take
said.
back folding.
We go down here, it just takes you places,
Yes, random place.
and you come back.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Have you gone through it?
I have not. That's why I'm still here.
Because you're too scared?
No, because I hold fort. I hold the line.
You did very well.
Hodor.
Are you sure you haven't
He's
met
really
Bob?
references. I feel like maybe some other people have come through here.
Like, are you sure you haven't met Bob?
No, Bob. Lots of dogs, lots of dogs, lots of scabs.
Speaking of dogs, can you tell us anything about the skeleton that we ran into about 3 days, 4 days back?
Oh, yes. Mangy gnolls. They get in way.
I'm gonna say no.
We killed it. We mighty hunters. And I mighty hunter now. No way.
What do Noel taste like?
Don't taste like dog.
Of course. I don't know about this.
So speaking from potential possible experience,
Not gonna go there.
it's. I've eaten worse.
I've had mall food before.
Yeah, I've had roadside Mexican taco stand in a border town, so I'm pretty sure I ate or cat.
No humane societies there. All food truck.
What I ate was stringy.
It got very stringy.
Reminds me of Squirrel.
You only knocked out the one guy, right?
Oh yeah. There's one. There's another one that's laying
It's
unconscious.
Puggles and then the unconscious one, but the rest of them are dead.
Yes.
Okay, well,
No we anymore, just me.
What about him?
He basically did. I get stuff. You get stuff, I get left.
Do me a favor.
make sure he's alright.
Poke with stick. Pokes him with the stick. He's breathing a little bit.
Make sure that he gets treated fairly.
Hey, I still get stuff. You get stuff, then I get second picking.
I'm gonna start searching the dead goblins for stuff.
Are you really looting corpses?
You guys are talking.
That's not the point.
He's murder hobo. Screw this RBD shit.
David,
What's the
is this
loot?
what your character would do?
Yeah.
Don't pass out around Dave at a party. He will loot your stuff.
Is that an investigation?
Oh.
That's a natural 20.
Alright,
So,
you find
28.
You find 6 silver pieces, 3 daggers, and 20 total arrows.
6 silver,
3 daggers
3
and
daggers.
20 total arrows.
Okay.
Which makes sense. There's 3 dead guys, 3 daggers.
So does anyone need a dagger or some arrows?
I'll take a dagger.
I'll take a dagger.
I'll take some arrows.
Dagger.
arrows.
Dagger,
I did
15
go
arrows. No,
proficient.
30 arrows.
I mean,
20 total. 10 and 10.
Why did I hear 60? I don't know. 10. This shit's sick. No, okay. Got it.
Are we supposed to be keeping track of our arrows?
Yeah, well, typically you do.
Got more.
I've got
Not for this
41.
game.
I've got 41 rounds left.
Nice.
I'm keeping track of my ammunition expenditures.
Well, because to a certain extent you can pick up your arrows afterwards, but
I can't pick up my bullets.
you can't.
I can reload if I.
These are wooden arrows. They're not quite as durable as the modern carbon fiber.
I mean, it's generally accepted. Even
Will is slumming it with wooden arrows as opposed to carbon fiber.
that being said, on average, I think in the rulebook it says after a fight you'll probably find out half your arrows.
Yeah, usually. I mean, typically, the way that I always run into my old campaigns is as long as you hit the target and it wasn't like a rock golem or something that the arrow would still do damage but probably shatter on impact. But like in the case of of Harry, the scary ghost, my ship went right through him. So we'd have to be hunting in the dark 100 feet down the road. So I mean, that's like.
So yeah. Well, sir, I got a better idea. You go first.
I go first. Okay, I get second pick, right?
You get me.
I get baby pick. Can I baby pick?
You can pick to keep your life.
Oh yeah, I pick real quick. And he digs through and he comes up with like another half-eaten lizard and another couple click-clacky shiny rocks. And okay, I go to go.
That's not what I meant, but okay.
All right.
Okay, I
Do we want to go through shiny portal, or do we want to go back the way we came?
I feel like it's gonna be a bitch of a walk to go back where we came.
Yeah, let's just go.
All right, we're gonna use this random transporting.
Do we all need to hold hands when we're
Yeah, I feel like we gotta step through at the same time, otherwise we're gonna get sent.
Yeah,
Like,
you see some old witch in a bike with a going down the road. I'll get you, my pretty. Exactly. No, my click-clacky rock, my pretty click-clackies. So he said, "Okay, you step on circle. You see circle." Anybody that has ever read any kind of weird, magical, fantasy novel, occult book, anything like that, roll me a d20 knowledge check.
I was gonna say, I told.
This includes Harry Potter, any other kind of weird, crazy book.
Do the D&D core rule books count?
That will count.
I'm gonna look at him and I say, I do believe I said that you were going first.
Okay. What did you roll for your check?
Only a 3.
I got a 7 on the die.
If it's any kind of intelligence-based anything, it's
Plus 1 intelligence for 8.
Do I add intelligence? Yeah, so then
so I got 5.
11.
11.
I got a 12.
12. You guys are pretty sure you may have seen the weird circle kind of a thing. It's kind of got a Full Metal Alchemist type feel to it. You know, maybe a little bit of Harry Potter or something like that. You know, some sort of weird magical symbol. And he goes, yeah, I go first. And he steps into it, and a flash of light, he's going,
Okay. I feel like we gotta step through all at the same time, or we won't get sent to the same place.
and it literally looks like a dead end. I mean, there's just a rock wall in front of you, and a strange kind of carved out circle.
I will say this much, considering that he had no issues or qualms about walking through it, it's probably safe. Because if there was, he would have been booking it the other way.
Agreed.
Okay. Well,
And since Bob said he's in Arcadia, I don't know if this has any bearing or relevance on it, but it probably wouldn't hurt for all of us to think Arcadia as we step onto it. In the event that that's part of the trick, is you have to think about where you're going, otherwise you just get sent somewhere randomly.
I'm just going to think about home.
There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
Well, you have a family.
I'm thinking about other things.
I have
There's no place like Marvel. There's no place like.
Bob's quiet now. What if we just, like, one of us sticks our head through just to see what's on the other side of
No,
that
because
hole?
we have
It disappears. Your body falls.
Okay. There's a voice inside my head that's telling me that could probably be a bad idea.
It sounds very Bob-like.
All right. Do we want to do anything before we go?
I think we're good.
Short rest?
Maybe we could salvage some of the wood from this fire and make some torches.
That's a very good idea.
That is a fantastic idea.
Bonus
The wood is
experience.
mostly burned down, but you're able to get 8 torches worth out of it. You kind of set it on the ground, slam it with something, and it splits into a few pieces. So you've got about 8 torches worth.
One for each of us. I'll put the other 2 in the bag of holding. Or
Awesome.
the other 3. Math.
So, meta knowledge, but not in-game knowledge, because I haven't tried it yet. I can make my gun glow for a minute.
Okay.
Cool.
I pray to God that my gun gets shiny.
Yeah, exactly.
And deals more
Like, we're just going to go with this and call it good. I'll input the sound effect later.
and deals more damage.
Not that you couldn't have used that before, but, you know, it works. It works.
I think.
All right. Are we ready to step?
Okay.
On the count of 3.
Everybody, hold hands.
1, 2, 3.
You guys are holding hands in real life. This is fantastic.
Wait, I didn't reach!
Oh, reach. The connection is forged. You all jump in at the same time, and all of a sudden, you hear every goddamn language you could ever possibly imagine. It sounds like you turned on NPR on one of your things, a podcast on your iPhone. You've got an additional Bluetooth speaker playing something totally different. It is confusing as hell. And all of a sudden, your feet around you, it's that same stone field, but it's level for once. And there's people and things and light and everything moving past you. This is like a city, but some sort of city that crapped out between Star Trek and Star Wars and D&D and Tolkien, and there's everything around you. Yes, exactly.
Out of knowledge, are we actually going through the portal network?
You are going to the network.
Look, there's Skyrim.
Caution, you have just reached the metasphere. Do not. You are jumping through the portal network, and it's a giant freaking.
So theoretically, like I said,
Insert the Stargate theme.
theoretically, if we knew what we were doing, we could actually use this to get straight to Port City.
So you jump through. Go ahead and roll me a D8. One person will
You're going to want
a 1. Oh, I got 4. Everything around you has a strange, glowing, rainbow-colored roof. And everything is really tall and giant spire-like. Like you're inside a giant heap. Think like Stormwind from from World of Warcraft. Just giant walls and buildings around you. Everything's got a rainbow-colored roof. It's really breezy. And when you look up, the stars look a lot closer than they normally
I know exactly where we are.
You have met sneaky. Well, you all have met. Your character, Meta, is here.
So we're at the float aisles.
Is that what you say to everybody?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and Meta.
I don't even know. What's the float aisle?
No, this is remember my
You guys all would have completed session 0.
my character introduction for Klein.
Okay, yeah.
This is where we are where that took place.
Okay.
So we are in one of the buildings in the float aisles. We can actually hop ship to Port City from here.
I could give you a perception check. Oh my god. I was gonna give it to you all no matter what you roll. Somebody else please roll me a perception check.
Wait, Bob!
Oh, wait.
How much does it cost to reroll that?
Looks like
$2.
I'm gonna give you $2.
$2. Not only
That's
do you
$2.
that is the best $2 that has ever been spent.
I give you 3.
Charity works, folks.
You not only find a flyer for the Flying Halfling Inn, you also find a free coupon for a goddamn free drink from the Flying Halfling Inn.
I am so happy.
You are literally retracing your character's steps.
Just as a heads up, guys, if we have a meteor shower tonight, let's not go out.
Out of context, that's the only thing he says to you.
Okay. All right. I mean, I'm taking it all
if you
in.
want it,
I'm just like,
my client almost got wrecked because the meteors that fall from the sky are really out.
So what you're saying is that we're in the same place that your D&D character started in.
isn't it awesome?
Yes.
Guys, we're playing D&D.
No, you can sit down. Your character.
We're playing D&D.
We're living D&D.
This is so cool.
Come here. Come here. You guys still got me on
This is so cool.
It's at the same time as
You go over to that
Yeah,
one.
I'll walk over. I'm having a total nerdgasm right now.
I see your books. You look like an educated man.
Yo, what's up?
Maybe you're talking to CD
I've
People
got,
Alleys.
I've got a deal for you. You see,
What not to do.
I've got this flask here, and it's guaranteed to make you breathe the breath of a white dragon. You look like the kind of guy that could use this.
I'm going to spend an action to identify the potion using my knowledge.
You touch it, and it is 100% breath of fire breathing, but ice breathing.
Oh shit, this is legit. What, yeah, how much do you want for it?
What you got? Semi, we apologize.
You pull out your wallet and give him the $50.
Well, at least here, it's conceivable that there could be a machine of some sort driving.
Exactly, yeah, in the float aisle. It's a rock harvesting device going down the road.
Yeah, I got 6 silver here for you.
Oh shit, that ain't gonna work.
How
You know
much do you
what?
want?
You know what, bud? You've got magic, so I know your word is binding. So, you promised me to do me a favor in the future, and I'd be more than happy to help you out. Go ahead, everybody else roll a perception check
How
at
much
this
is
point
that
to hear
here
this.
That is a 19.
Thank you, you definitely hear.
5.
You know, Tiana? I'll give you advantage, because you would probably be right next to me.
That didn't help. Wow.
12.
21.
21. You two definitely hear it. He said,
Dave, no
hey,
favors.
you give me a favor in the future, and I'd be happy to give it.
Wait, I've got... Okay, I will give you a gift from another world.
A gift. I'm definitely about magic gifts.
The sweetest...
Oh,
The sweetest candy you've ever tasted.
I can't take your word on it. I need a sample of the goods.
Oh, I'll give you one.
Totally a goblin from Warcraft. A merchant.
That's what you need. Oh God, it's sour. It's sour. Oh, it's sweet. It's sweet and sour to the extreme. We would be happy to take a sponsorship at any time. You know what? For the bag, I'll give it to you. You can keep the bag in real life.
Can I take one?
I'll give you one. And he gives you the
Oh, that's a pretty. You got a breath of dragon fire, but
How much do these cost? $2.99?
Yeah.
And you mean like half of them? So you basically got a breath of fire breathing, a push
like
of
a
fire breathing
dog.
for like a dog and a half.
It's cold damage, Joe, is the only difference.
So anyway, guys, there's actually a quite comfortable inn just down the street, and I have a coupon for a free drink if we want to get some refreshment before we go on our way.
You guys are in a totally different world. Absolute batshit crazy, and Mike is just like, yeah, dude, guys, right around the corner, there's an awesome place I saw it on Yelp. Just right around the corner.
I just saw a fucking elf walk by. What?
Yeah, there's elves around.
What? Dave, you see a guy, like, the hood, this completely, like, squid face sticking out, and his hood's kind of falling back like bubbles, and all of a sudden the tentacles just reach out, grab the hood, and pull it forward a little bit, and he continues walking down the street.
What? Coward!
You make water with your finger, and you're
freaking out about this?
And you're concerned about an elf?
I'm concerned about a lot of things.
You should ask him.
While they're all talking, I'm just kind of like spacing out, and I'm gonna go find the flying halfling.
We split the party.
No.
I'm like,
Mike, you see him just walking out. You're
I'm just like,
Hold on, hey, we're on the buddy system. Everybody.
I'm just like, guys, come with me if you want. I'm getting a drink. I have a coupon.
Hey.
A coupon.
I'll go get a drink. Let's go.
And I got like 130 gold on me, so
This is crazy.
Aaron, it's gonna be a little while. I know.
So, yeah, go to the Flying Halfling Inn.
You head out towards the Flying Halfling Inn. You guys have never seen so many personas walking past you, but like real personas, like real animal people.
Oh, yes.
You see squid people. Yeah, thank you, Micah. You see
them.
So, you see every animal person you can imagine. You see humans, you see elves, you see orcs, you see dwarves. But, to be politically correct, nobody addresses anybody. You're all silent, following Micah, who all of a sudden happens to know where the hell you're going. Like, he's been before.
Yeah, I heard the buddy.
Yeah,
Now I'm reminded of it.
exactly. You go up a bunch of steps into this keep and follow a bunch of curves, and all of a sudden this I don't want to say stout, but this short, young, middle-aged-ish looking halfling woman comes up to you and goes, "Oh, how can I help you? I'd be more than happy to get you a drink. Oh, I see you got a coupon there. That's a wonderful. Here, give me the coupon." And she just grabs it out of your hand and she says, "What kind of is
Specialty of the house.
Oh, yes, we'd be more than happy to do that for you." And she runs to the back. She brings you a mug. She brings you roasted potatoes. And you can smell the rosemary, the thyme, the salt, the pepper, the butter. So delicious. Sets it in front of you. She's like, "Oh, sorry, I didn't even notice you there. What can I get all of you?"
You got a light?
We have several beers that are brewed from different bushes around the area. Yes. What?
I'll take one of those.
Okay. For you three. That okay.
I'm a potato thing.
I like what I'm seeing here.
Are these like squid potatoes or
Squid potato. No potatoes.
animal person butter or
No, we don't milk our animal. That's shh, don't say that in front of the animals.
checking?
I like what I'm seeing here. Meat.
Meat.
Yeah, meat.
Oh, yes, we do. We have several rocks that have been recently killed that we fry up, cover with some sort of spicy sauce.
ROC rock.
ROC rock.
Yes, ROC
So
rock.
like
yes.
a leg is like.
Oh, yes, it's a full plate.
You know what? That sounds fantastic.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Make it a double.
Make it a double. Okay. It'll take me a few. Okay. And so she runs all of this food back and forth, and she only appears to be like half listening to what you say. As you're finishing your orders off, she's running back, and she brings you all this food. Yes.
I do feel compelled to ask.
Yes.
Guys, just on the off chance that this goes poorly. So how much for all the extra foods is?
Oh, we've got 5 of you, we've got 3 of these meals, we've got mugs of ale, it's 8 silver and 5 copper.
Plus our roll point.
Oh, that's so generous of you! Just let me know when you need refuel. I will be here.
And then taking a chance that this is ex post facto. Do you remember a rather tall, pale gray individual?
Lots of tall people come through here. Believe it or not, like there's large Goliath people, there's large human people.
With wearing rather odd-looking clothes.
Actually, we haven't broken this out yet. Roll a luck check. And that here? I don't think we can quite see it. Nope.
That is a 10.
A 10. Thank you, Will. A 10. I don't think you have rolled a luck check yet. Go ahead and roll me a straight d20 to see what your luck score is going to be. It's less than a 10, it's a -1.
That's a crit!
God.
You have a +2, that is a 12, more than half. Oh, you mean the guy he had all the weird lines on him?
Yeah,
and
that
yellow
guy.
eyes, green eyes? Yeah,
Green eyes?
yeah, I remember you.
Did he make that okay?
Oh, I think he had it out. I have a friend down at the docks that said that he hopped on an airship and he went off somewhere.
It's good to know. He's a friend of mine.
Oh, yeah, I think he was headed to Port City. Well, where else is everybody going? Port City, yeah, he was where he was headed.
You would have to know if there are any other airships headed out towards Port City.
Oh, at least once a day, yeah.
Excellent. Has the most recent one left yet?
Let's see, it would be... It's about 8 o'clock at night, so I think the last one would have left a little while ago.
Then we're gonna need 4 rooms.
Oh, 4 rooms, yeah, not a problem. That'll be... What's it be? 4 additional silver rooms.
Plus for another gold coin.
Oh my
As if
goodness.
there wasn't enough change for the first one.
No, that's
Yeah. Oh my goodness, yeah, I'll make sure. You guys are gonna have the better rooms in the house. So we do our best. We use straw mattresses. You can kind of scrape off the blankets, whisk them a little bit, and you'll be fine.
Guys,
Okay.
we're not sleeping on the ground tonight.
Nice.
So what are your stories? I'd love to hear.
We're from a ways off. we're from quite a ways off.
I've never heard of Earth.
Is that a portal something? I know that's really big in First City. I haven't heard of it. Yes?
Terra.
Oh, God. It sounds familiar, but I can't place it. I wish I was facing the camera to do this. It sounds really familiar. I think I've heard of something. There's a lot of stir going on right now. Lots of weird places.
Chicago.
Chicago. I think there's a wizard from there. Something about yellow pages.
What about-
Yellow. Shout out to Dresden Files.
What about the Pioneer Village in Nebraska?
Why, yes, I have heard of that amazing museum in Pioneer Village in Minden, Nebraska. Only $14.25 per adult, $7.25 for children. Open 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Have you heard of has a human man crossed your path named Bob?
Bob. That's a name I think I would remember, but I don't think so.
Red Rose, Raven Mask.
Red Rose, man. I know a lot of Red Rose, and I know a lot of Kenku. I can't say that both have appeared.
Ooh, Kenku!
They're people of a few words.
Odds are, if Bob made it out of the cave system that we were in over in the Shadow Cleft, made it to Niska, he probably went to Port City himself. So if we want to find Bob, our best bet is to go to Port City. And plus, I probably should stop by the Crystal Fair.
That was awesome.
Train went by right as I did one of those.
I should probably...
St. Thomas the Tankin.
Based on weird dream I had as I was on my way here, I should probably go check in at the temple here.
Okay. Didn't realize Pioneer Village was still around. Yes, it is still around. 26 buildings, 50,000 items. Go ahead and check us out. That's currently the location that we are recording.
So yeah, doing all this, I am super happy, and I'm going to sleep.
This is the sound that the airships make as they're leaving port.
Oh shit, we just missed it. That's a cargo ship.
Yeah.
I'm good for bed. I mean, unless you guys want to go try to find creepy floating rainbow rocks and possibly get assaulted.
I think I'm gonna hang out and just experience this. Like seriously, I mean, imagine it's like when you go to Spain on a vacation or a class trip, and you're just like, I'm gonna see everything I possibly.
Where'd you go to school? Where you go to Spain for a class trip?
Well, we went to Florida. That was about as good.
Florida is about as exotic as you get.
I know plenty of people well, actually, I dated a girl that she went to France because she was going in for like fashion design, and so they went to France and they actually went there and all around and they checked out all these places that made fashion. I think fashion is ridiculous, but whatever.
Whoa!
How dare I in my stretchy pants talk about fashion? But yeah, I'm just gonna even not even trying to get involved with anybody. I'm just like look at stuff and just be amazed at this. Because odds are we're gonna find Bob and come back to Earth.
You just keep your head
We have a TV in our room.
We didn't get that bit on live anything, Dave. But
Big laptops. I don't know if there's internet here. We have phone service. So who knows?
Tethering.
Still, bring up Netflix.
I mean, I can tether with my phone. But
hotspot.
The Wi-Fi hotspot.
I'm going to get
If that's
coffee
your
at the
thing.
bar and then go out and walk around and look for a bookstore.
all right, so you're going for a bookstore. What you said you were going to call it a night, or are you going to wander around, or sit in the bar, or what are you going to do?
I might go hang out with halflings out in the bar for a while until everyone gets back.
I'm just at this point. I'm finishing food. Taking is there a performance at all by chance in this?
There could be.
Go ahead and roll me a d20. That's 10 or higher. There's
19.
19. There's definitely a kick-ass performance. This is like...
I do like a live show.
Yes, exactly. We're going to go ahead and say that this is like a heavy metal version of Elves. Like, just jamming out on the lute. They got the typical Celtic type drums with the little stick going, just absolutely crazy.
When they take a break, I'm gonna mingle with the band
For sure.
I'm gonna
I'll go with you.
I'm not from here. There's amazing instruments. Let's try one of those out.
Yeah, for sure. You're both able to. You whip out your trumpet, you're showing off. Dave, you're looking for a bookstore.
Is there like a pet store around?
You ask, and yeah, there's a pet store right next door to the bookstore. We'll just keep you guys together.
That's convenient.
No,
The city planner really had to hit the shit in a row.
So you go down and you're talking to some of the hobbits that are sitting around, the halflings that are sitting around, like, oh yeah, this place serves the best food, and they're categorizing like a major halfling race Yelp review kind of a thing on all the best places to eat.
I'm gonna trade them a few recipes.
Oh, for sure, yeah. They're like, oh my god, you can bake biscuits and make this milk and beef recipe and all together, and oh my god! Gravy and biscuits for all our international fans is delicious. Deal with it.
I think we had this conversation.
We did, as a matter of fact. I think it was like 12 and a half minutes long.
Brady's just like, why would you put gravy on a biscuit?
It's the argument between scone versus biscuit, bakery goods. So yeah, that's definitely happening, and I'm going to go ahead and say that you learned 2 amazing recipes with local ingredients you can make. So you can go ahead and take the culinary, whatever the hell it is, feat.
Excellent.
You 2 go down to the bay. And you're talking with him, you break out your trumpet and make an eagle and lion and all sorts of crazy noises with it that you didn't realize that you could make.
Realistically, it's probably just a horse.
Okay. Exactly.
Classic animal trumpet noise.
So you're working with them a little bit and you're like, oh cow, that is amazing. You know what, you play with us in our next set and we'll make it worth your while.
Don't you mean holy horse?
They take a d4 of psychic damage. But they let you
And they're
play.
not hostile towards you.
Exactly. They let you play in with their next set because it's a very easy kind of folk song. So after about the second verse, you know the rhythm, you know the melody, you're able to jump in.
It's just super easy.
It is. Mike, you're down there. Would you be trying to join with, or are you gonna? What are you gonna try and do?
I want to see if I can learn how to play whatever string instrument they got.
Oh yeah, for sure. They've got a couple extra lutes. They've got all sorts
As
of.
long as I can identify G, D, C, E.
For sure.
The train.
Train just stopped on the track, so that's a ship, an airship docking that little bit of a rumble that you just heard. So, you're able to get in there, you're able to play some of the stringed instruments. So I'm going to go ahead and say that, after a set or two, you're able to gain proficiency with one stringed instrument.
I actually do have my performance an actual proficiency in it.
Awesome, yeah. So you have a proficiency in an instrument, or just performance?
Oh, no, just performance.
Gain one proficiency in one instrument of your choice. While you're playing that instrument, I'll give you a +1 to performance checks.
Awesome.
And you're able to make, from tips, nobody's heard this kind of an instrument before that can make horse noises while you're playing. You gain 4 gold pieces. Is what your tipped, thrown at you in random change, just hitting you in the face. You're like, oh god! But you're able to get 4 gold pieces worth. You two head down to the different shops that are right nearby. Tiana, we'll start with you. The pet shop, there's lizards there that have frickin' wings that just land on your shoulder like a frickin' parrot and are eating little snacks off of your shoulder. Pseudo dragons. And there's all sorts of every real world type critter and monster there, as well as every fantasy that you can imagine. What animal would kind of draw your attention? There's even those flying cats from
Flying cats would definitely catch my attention.
She's like, I'm going to trade you Lucifer for the woman wing.
I would never think
Another ship is departing the dock, folks.
Get a smaller cat for your cat to
A
have.
smaller, you're familiar, not the familiar.
Like a rat with a harness.
You hang him out front of the cat with the harness on. It's clawing at the damn thing, trying to reach it, but the little horse-drawn or carrot-drawn horse thing. We'll wait for this damn ship to finally depart the docks.
The best owner's just I know the airships are really loud, but we gotta steal them the rent.
Exactly, yeah. Exactly. So you are able to, I will give you 2 choices. You can either gain another critter that you can have with you, or because of the close connection with all of the animals and Lucifer, being in this environment, he actually gains the Pact of the Chain type of ability. So you can see through his eyes, that kind of thing.
Oh, that's cool.
I choose that one.
You choose that one. So Lucifer being in this environment kind of gets a feel for it and everything, and all of a sudden you hear Lucifer's voice in your head. Yeah, and we're just going to leave that to everybody's imagination because I don't want to say Lucifer's voice on air for half of our fans, probably their religious beliefs. We don't want to have Lucifer actually appear on the show. So
I would not be fond of that.
no, exactly. He might get some prayers headed his direction.
Maybe a thought or two if I feel like it.
Yes. And possibly one of those food trucks for network. So, Dave, while Tiana is completely lost in this pet shop, you're looking out the front windows and you're like, holy crap, they've got a library next door. And I'll be right back. And you walk across this little cobblestone street and you enter in, and it is like a Harry Potter library. The sliding ladders that go all the way around, the full mess. What would you
Dewey Decimal? I know my way around this kind of library.
There's no Dewey Decimal, but you start thinking about a book, and all of a sudden, a spine of a book comes flying at your face. What would that spine read?
But it would be a history of not necessarily these islands, but the region in general, that kind of thing.
Alright, so would you want the greater world, which is general knowledge about the entire world, or would you want super specific knowledge about the floating islands?
General.
Alright, and all of a sudden, Bob's Guide to Arcadia comes flying at you. Go ahead and make a dexterity save because I think it's funny. 15, you catch it out of the air, just ninja reaction, and you open it up, and immediately you flip to the Float Isles page.
And it's just the website.
Exactly, yes. It is a screenshot of the website on each page. So I'm going to go ahead and say that you can access the website every time we do one of these games. Because I think everybody's going to agree with me, this isn't going to be the last game with these characters, correct? You're not going to say anything, but that's totally fine. I can tell you're screaming correct.
I feel like building in children's shows.
Yeah, exactly. Did you spot the square shape? Correct! You're right!
I'm also going. So I'm gonna buy that. I'm also gonna look for any types of books on magic, instructional, or just like educational, that kind of thing.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a d20. Where's my big die? Here it is. Roll me a luck check to see what's there.
Kobe.
15!
He doesn't have a luck side either, Bob.
I know, right? Roll me a luck check. Straight d20.
13.
Alright, you have a plus.
Okay.
So that's 16 total. You are able then to find Are you wizard, alchemist? What's your? Are you using a spell book?
What do you identify as, Dave?
You find a kind of a tinkerer's guide to magic. So a lot of crazy experimental type spells. So I'm going to go ahead and say you can choose 4 first level spells, and you can potentially learn those.
Okay.
You'll have to roll Arcana checks before you find them, but you can choose any 4 regular spells out of the game, and those are in those books.
Okay.
All right, and then along general knowledge about verbal, somatic, material components, all that kind of good stuff.
So I can learn 4 more level 1 spells to prepare.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll have to make an Arcana check to actually gain those spells to cast them correctly
Right.
the first
Take some
time.
time to transcribe and everything.
Correct.
How much is that for those 2 books?
Those books, he's like, oh my God, what is with that pencil? You click it and you get more to write with?
It's insane. There's a whole spring in here. It's
It's unlimited writing.
It's so very limited. It's just less limited.
I will give you the spell book and the history book for a gold piece. I can have that magnificent unlimited writing device.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah, thank you. And so, yeah, you give him the pencil, he takes the gold piece, and he's like, I can write forever!
Yep. Sure.
Literally, there's like this much of
And it's even 0.5, which is even harder to find.
Because he's going to be able to find 0.7.
Yeah, we're not going to go there. So you were able to gain all of that. Correct. You were able to gain all of that kind of stuff. And those books there, and you go back over, and Tiana is still like, oh my God, all of these animals around her. Exactly. So you guys get back, it's definitely getting dark. You see these lamps have kind of cold, crystal blue type spells that frozen just shit out a bunch of street lamps around you. Just eloquent, I know. But all sorts of light blue glowing lamps around you.
I'm laughing at Will laughing.
My daughters love everything Disney. I can't help it. So these light blue glowing crystal lamps all the way around you, and you find your way back to the Flying Halfling where you all have your rooms. You guys, I'm assuming you take a long rest, wake up fresh the next morning.
I want to do one thing with him.
Okay.
You've been playing trumpet for a while.
Yeah.
Encore.
I'm gonna rock out some Every Rose Has a Thorn by Poison. You can hit a guitar solo on your trumpet.
Oh my God. Yes, you guys rock that. Both of
Just
you.
in case anybody did G, C, G, C, G, C, D, E, then yeah.
Exactly. So go ahead and roll me a performance check, both of you with advantage, because this is like an amazing thing they have never heard. Oh yeah, you already have it, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, no double advantage, but both of you roll advantage. Okay,
That's an 18. So 20.
Oh, a
22.
1 and a what?
I have advantage. So, with advantage, that's going to be 17.
17 or what?
And a 22.
A 22. Yeah, you guys are rocking out to this. And you can all of a sudden
This is the band, like, this is the drummer, like, on the second version of
exactly. And you see all the long-haired elves, like, you can't imagine that headbanging is a thing in this culture, but they're doing it, and it's just absolutely crazy.
But it's so elegant.
It is, it's just floating. And it's amazing. And you guys are... You guys are able to get a free stay, so refund your 4 silver piece, or your 1 gold piece.
Oh, okay.
you guys got an additional gold piece in tips from this amazing performance. And you stagger back up here with just slightly. And you're like, oh god, Eric. As you wander up, he's already gonna kill me. So you stagger up here, and all of you pass out. You wake up the next morning, and you come down for breakfast, and you never see a gold piece.
I'll eat it.
They are cracking it, and it's a scrambled egg. There's an 8.
No, I've never seen that.
This is Easter morning. You're coming out, you're like, look out, they have Easter here too. So you come out and there's flavors. Amazing. And they're weird. I really like to say that they're red eggs, purple and green spotted eggs. But you don't
just think about cockroaches.
Yes, exactly.
That's right.
Exactly. They're pretty good. It's not the best breakfast you've ever had, but it is definitely a Philly breakfast. And they're like, so where are you guys headed?
Port City, going to Port City.
Oh yeah, no problem. They send a ship out every single day. So I mean, if you guys can have something that you can do to help out, I'm sure they'd be willing to cut you a deal on the price.
I think I can lift heavy things. I can help loading.
I can shoot.
Catch rats. Yeah. So yes, you are able to then, she gives you directions to the dock. You walk down to the docks, and like you've seen the Eberron setting, or you've played in the Eberron setting before. You've seen Magic the Gathering cards and Star Trek and Star Wars and every single space movie there is that has those kind of flying ships. And there's an actual frickin' flying ship there. You see a strange wind air type elemental that's almost invisible, kind of behind the ship, and the sails are full. Actual sails are full in front of it, and you're able to talk to the captain. What would you offer for your skills?
The first thing I would ask him is this
Is this one? Oh, yeah, well, yeah, we do haul people, but everybody's got to do their share. This is an air gas about in a way, and his name is going to be the first name I read out of this book. Havnor. My name is Havnor. I'm an air gas. I'm the captain of the ship.
I feel like I actually have the least to offer as far as I can shoot and I can pray.
Well, it never helps to have her. It never hurts to have a cleric on board. You never know when we're going to need a divine intervention on the part of the crazy storms that we could encounter.
I can attempt to repair basic technology.
Yeah, sounds like we can put you to use. What else can you guys do?
I'll clear the varmint off of the ship.
Varmints. I feel something hellish about this in this cat you have with you. He seems like the fallen star. The one promised by
My angel!
my angel! Yes. The cat and the captain exchange looks. There's an intimidation check that happens. You can tell the cat definitely won. They're like, yes, you're welcome.
I hunt, you paint, I paint, trumpet.
We can definitely use a lookout, and somebody has to announce our arrival, so we can definitely use your skills.
Okay, cool.
I got some alchemical experience. I got some squad, some random glass bottles, serious liquids. I can totally,
Finger water.
seal some cracks, make some glue.
Suck on my fingers.
Some glue. Just no tears.
If he was a water nest, I'd be much more entertaining. I'm one of you.
This is an $18 podcast table. He says, we'll let you on board. I'm like, Canada.
Hey-o!
Hello!
Well, I've got plenty of years experience in freight, cargo, sacking, organizing, inventory.
Okay, yeah, we'll definitely have you upload stuff on you and whatnot. And go ahead and everybody roll me a root persuasion check. Since there are 5 of you, I need 50 total. Oh!
Oh, that's only.
Okay, so 14.
I'm gonna get my calculator.
With me, we're
Yes, thank you, Dave. Dave's gonna count up all these numbers for us because math is
So I
hard.
have 2, you had what?
14.
Not that one. Okay.
19.
8.
63.
He's like, yeah, we can use your help. I won't charge you this time, but you know, if you ever want to come back, just let me know. We'll work out a deal. Especially with that figure water.
It's just regular water.
Just saying. Just saying. So,
He's always wanted to try the days.
Oh god. Assume the position, Dave.
well, we've all heard of the
Sorry, I couldn't swap. I couldn't help myself.
Okay.
Yours were using
Yeah, words.
So you guys hop on the ship. Go ahead and each one of you roll me a d20. Let me know if it's 15 or higher.
Yes. Yes.
No.
Nope.
Not 4.
Yes.
220. Alright, what was yours?
15.
15?
I got
And 19. Get back to my book of occasions.
Oh no.
Alright, the first one is a good one. The second one's good. So you guys are able to, as you're wandering around, let's see, what did you say? So you're, asking God for a safe passage and making sure that everybody is protected, and really, you're using your gun skills to kind of look out, keep an eye on things, noticing slight movements on the horizon, everything like that, and cleric, at least you assume it's a cleric, wearing some sort of strange symbol on their chest. Go ahead and roll me a. You see which page the dots are on? Go ahead and roll me, we'll call it a d20 for it.
4.
A 4.
I need a dice box like that.
I know, that's a fantastic dice.
All my dice will fit in there.
So
All the eyes will fit in there.
you see that this individual has a giant sun on their chest, and say, "Oh, I am a cleric of Lavander. It's wonderful to meet you. I see that you have some sort of divine aspect about you. What are you doing here?"
Traveling reports.
Oh, well, that's quite a coincidence. I'm headed there to the Temple District myself. Oh, that's wonderful. Well, I would be glad to meet you there. Well, we should go together. And are you here traveling with companions?
There's a few individuals that are joining me on their voyage.
Oh, well, that's wonderful to hear. I would be more than happy to meet you there. So what are you here for? Why are you going to Brook City?
Like I said, I gotta check out the Temple of Tyr and looking for a friend.
Oh, well, I would be happy to meet you, especially if you're heading to Temple. We're all friends.
There's a particular individual who is a friend of mine. We are hoping to meet in Port City.
Oh,
But you are more than you seem like a generally congenial fellow, so friendship is not out of the question.
well, I'm glad to hear that. I hope we can talk more and may the light shine down upon you during this journey.
Just to be yours.
You see your fist and say, thank you. And so you make that contact. So when you guys do go to the temple, I'm going to go ahead and say that you have 2-3 days of staying at the temple before you have to make a commitment. So you and the whole party, 2-3 days in the temple still that you can stay without having to make a commitment to get them. And you rolled more than 20, didn't you?
I didn't roll.
Sorry, I mean more than 15. Alright, and it was another good thing, and this one I closed more for some goddamn reason. There we go. You see that there's a guy standing up in the crow's nest, and he has a very nice, ornate-looking scene glass kind of thing. And he's up there, and he's looking around, and he kind of notices you watching, and you see just a quick glance out of the corner of his eye. He's like, I can tell you're watching. I mean, if you want to talk to me, just go ahead and say something, because you staring at me is kind of weird.
Well, what are you doing?
I'm keeping an eye out. I'm on the lookout here. I mean, what do you need? Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
4.
A 4. You can tell this guy is dangerous, and he looks like somebody you would see, in a stand-up somewhere. Like, his focus is laser. Like, you can tell that even though he noticed you there, like, if there was a freaking gulp on the horizon, he would spot it well before there was a spot on the horizon. This guy has just got laser focus. And we're going to go ahead and call him out because I like, maybe this is what your elbows see. But you can definitely tell that he's got the point ears, and this archer is just, he is on lookout. So you see him stand up there in very elegant, very ornate looking glass. And he's like, so, I see you got a boat there, some kind of hunter or something?
Yeah, shoot.
Yeah, I get that. I shoot too, But what's the best thing that you can? Come on.
Well, sorry about that. He's like,
I caught a fish one time that was
like, there's this goblin down in the caves in the shade cloud.
yay big. Exactly.
You're asking about what I can shoot, what I can kill. I'll tell you one thing. I got an 18-pack sitting at home that's shaking these loose when I get home. I won't kill it.
I have no idea what that is, but that sounds epic. Like, well, you get up here. Get up here. Look at that. Take a look through this. You climb up to the crow's nest, talk to him. You would do
Yeah, it's kind of high, but okay, yeah, sure, dude, whatever.
Like, he starts showing you how to do the lookout stuff, how to navigate and all that kind of stuff. And you gain 8 days towards working your way towards navigator tools. So you're kind of getting the lay of the ocean and that kind of stuff. I would give you do you have cartographer's tools?
No.
Alright, either cartographers or navigators. I would give you one of the two. 8 days towards the tree. Alright. So he kind of shows you how things are going. You guys get a bit of a rapport. He brags about the one time they were out at the table and he brought down this massive tiger wolf. And you guys are just regaling each other with hunting stories. He's like, Game of Thrones. Yeah, exactly. He's like, well, I think that we were in the Stark region. I think is where we were at. I don't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah, I mean, the werewolves are from the north.
Well, it was the north, I guess, of the table.
You tell me. I just referenced Game of Thrones, and like, you're saying, like,
Yeah, what? Did you like a noble or something? Game of Thrones.
I know it's. Okay, never mind. Let's do this.
Alright, noble boy. And they just kind of joke.
No, boy, I'm from the country.
I'm from the country. Oh, country noble boy then. Oh.
Alright. I don't like you anymore.
He said, well, what do you do? And he kind of punches you in the shoulder, just good naturedly, but you still kind of halfway lose your balance because it's not a very big nest up.
Alright, see you later.
Alright, so we got wage by, and you're able to make your way down and into the rest of the ship. You guys head kind of down. It's the morning after several days at sea. You don't know exactly how many days it's been because you guys have slept at really weird times, getting used to the different rhythm of things, the ocean, the sea, and going from the float aisles off of that airship. You guys would have been kind of in the air for a good portion before you guys actually got down far enough where everything is starting to rock and move with the currents of things. Because even though the airships are way up in the air, if there's storms of that kind of crap, you don't want to be below the clouds. You want to be clear up there. So the jet streams, the turbulence, all this kind of stuff. You guys are able to eventually make your way towards this very large city. I mean, you're from Lincoln. You've been in Lincoln for a while too, or you're not from Lincoln, but you two have lived in Lincoln for a long time. You guys have been to some fairly large cities.
I was Lincoln District.
Exactly. So you're used to a metropolis type setting, but you have never seen a town that was as far as the eye could see.
I've been to LA.
San Francisco.
And you said Paris.
See you, LA.
You have all seen things that are as far as the eye can see. And this is as far as the eye can see. However, instead of the normal, tall buildings, lots of little suburban houses all over, there's a fucking dragon in the distance. There's freaking airships like the one you're on, which is pretty mind-boggling. But there's another couple
That's a dragon.
next to you.
Nope.
Exactly, yeah.
Do I see any dungeons?
You do not see any dungeons. But you're assuming they're there.
So it's just airships and dragons.
Airships. It's an Aberon setting. Deal.
Okay.
By the way, the new book is coming out. Thank you for the sponsorship, Wizards of the Coast.
I need that limited edition.
I know the limited edition version. So you guys get into Port City, and you're seeing that the very crowded dock district and the lower class district. You're passing it by. Yeah, go ahead. Let's get a little bit more. We can open that door if you want to. The sun is
I shot it because of the train noise.
Yeah. She's so good. Alright, so you guys get to the port city. You go kind of tugboat speed over the top of the city, and you can see down around you. There's all sorts of buildings of every style. It starts with hovels and large warehouses and tents and that kind of stuff. It moves into more middle-class homes. You can see the terracotta shingles around you, and then it gets into very opulent-looking mansions. Like 5-story, probably 35 to 4,000 square foot homes, massive in folding natures. And you slowly start making your way up to what appears to be Parliament. As far as you can tell, a large parliamentary style building, and you see that there are a bunch of other airships down there. You putt around to the north side of the city and you kind of settle there on the docks. You're immediately released to explore the city, and one at a time you're filed off of the boat. There's a customs type agent standing in front of you asking what's your business in Port City, and
I don't have any vegetables, nothing to declare.
is that literally what you tell him?
Yep.
Alright, he's like, look, I don't care if you have vegetables. I clearly don't look like a merchant. What the hell are you doing?
We have no travelers.
Well, one at a time you guys go through.
Just making sure that you are well aware that I'm carrying anything that would get me into trouble here.
Good to hear. Why are you here? The guild business? Are you on?
Potential guild business, pleasure.
And he pulls out what appears to be some sort of magical tablet, some sort of magical stone. You can see that it has the major guild names on it. He's like, oh, okay, well, what guild are you from?
Not from a guild.
Oh, guild are you? See?
You can make it stop in over at Temple Guild.
He gets the little thing, swishes the message over to the swipe ring. And he says, okay, no problem. You just go down, past the government district, you see the big circle, there's all the different guilds. It's different one is the one right in the middle. You can't miss it. It's literally right in the middle. So, hey, good talk to you. Who's next? What are you here?
Well, if I have to do it in the guild.
Well, I mean, if you're on guild, it's straight. It's not next one.
No. Well, I have to. I'm either a fighter or a thug.
Fighter?
Is there a fighting guild?
There's a fighter guild, yeah, for sure. Lover, that's a different district entirely.
Where
Yeah.
can I find that?
Well, it depends on how much you're willing to pay. So, you find it at. Alright, yeah, no, the fighters
Look for the red lights. Look for the red lights.
Yeah, exactly. Look for the red lights. There's a lot of red fairy dragons that direction.
Basically, I'm just with him.
Oh, okay.
I look out for that.
Yeah, alright, sounds good. Who's next? Why are you this?
I'm looking for friends.
You are looking for friends, okay?
But for my cat. My cat needs friends.
Beastbook, yeah, the Cauldron or the Commons or possibly the docks. It's on the far end of the city. You'll find some Beastbook down there. Oh, my boat went up! Yay! We're gonna just 2 seconds. Yellow. Nope, finish it up right now. It went off on live stream. Yay! The boat went off on live stream. Yep, we're almost done. I'll give you a call as soon as we're done, like 5 minutes. Not that that's giving anything away, guys. Bye. I know, right? Yes, exactly. Oh, yeah. Commons, Cauldron, docks, that's where you'll find these. Hey, switch.
The Light Districts.
Huh?
The Red Light District.
Red Light District. And some of theirs too, for service. Who else?
I'm gonna pull out my books and my pens and just be carrying them instead of.
Oh god, another mage. Go on.
No,
It's fine. I get it. Go on.
I made students studying in the city.
Yeah, go on.
Where?
Mage killer. You know where it is. Look for the big spire, the big glowing crystal. Go on. You're fine. And you.
I'm actually waiting for everyone to get through before I go in there.
I don't know, man. Like, you see a guy named Bob?
Oh, there's a lot of Bobs here. Was it with an AW?
Red robes, gray ass.
I don't know, but you might want to check at the other docks, the actual ship docks. They might have seen somebody weird.
Alright.
You know, if he's that weird, check the Mages Guild. There's a lot of weirdos there.
I'm just here to
No
find
offense, sir.
I'm just here to find my friend. Get back to my friend. She's like pissed.
Oh, God, Joe. I get that, man. Go on.
Out of character.
It's over at me all districts.
Is it out of character, out of game? Didn't I run into you in the second districts?
No, you didn't. Cherno did.
I know because I know Klein did, because that was in one of the last off days that we were.
That's right, you did. Klein did, but you wouldn't have played that yet. So
that's why I said out of game.
Thank you for reminding the DM of the crap that you take notes on. Klein, Temple, question mark.
I'm trying to figure out why I was there to begin with. I don't remember.
I don't remember either. Probably something with the old father. Yeah, I'll call it days. So, oh, dude, I get the fiance feeling. Don't worry, you're fine. Go on.
I don't know. Alright, cool. So, the other docks, which way?
Oh, yeah, docks. Just clear out the other end of town, right by the water. Can't miss it.
Okay. Alright.
Alright. So you guys make your way into Port City. This is a massive place of absolutely ridiculous variety of people and classes and places. You're looking over a Tolkien, a Harry Potter, a World of Warcraft, Mass Effect, you name the fantasy game universe, you see somebody there from the top of the docks walking around.
There's a sim walking around.
Exactly.
He's got the little.
Yeah, exactly. So this is where we will go ahead and end it. So thank you guys very, very much. We will definitely play these characters again. Coming in, one last thing I want you guys to do. Each of you, roll me a d20.
We've been waiting for it.
20. Nat 20.
A 7.
3. So 3 and 7 makes 10. What did you get, Tiana? 6, 16.
20. Nat 20.
Alright, so 36.
17.
17. Goddamn. 40, 50, 56.
But you make calculate.
3. Yes. 53. 53. Thank you. So, we are going to be 53 days from the start of everybody else. I will let you guys know exactly what that date is because I don't remember where everybody else is. I think I'm the 23rd or 19th. Ahead of time, in the future.
Okay.
So, you guys will be in the future with these characters. This is the introduction of second characters in the Chaos Land. I don't know either. So, we are introducing these, well, for somebody here, it's the first character, but you guys will be able to play these characters again later on with the Chaos Plane characters, and possibly, as weird as it would be, meta with your original characters at some point. So you guys are level 5, so it's a little bit ahead of everybody else, but we will definitely get these guys in. So thank you guys very much for those who have donated and everything else. We have a lot of fun. Everybody else say goodbye while I count money. Goodbye! We raised $58. Thank you guys, plus the donations online. Yay! Thank you guys very, very much for the donations to Extra Life. We will be doing another game on November 3rd as part of Extra Life, the normal Extra Life game on November 3rd. So please stay tuned for that. This is kind of a little teaser of what is to come. So thank you guys very, very much, and we will see you later.
Deuces.
Bye!
Hello from the future. I'd just like to let everybody know that we actually ended up raising $78 total after online donations for this shorter charity game. We will be doing another game on November 3rd as part of the official Extra Life game. So come check out what that show has to offer. Thank you for everybody that donated, and if you would like to learn more about us, visit www.theadventuringguild.com or look up The Adventuring Guild on Facebook or Twitter.